halftime with stats and comments on the first half. And also be sure you stay tuned to the Midway Milkshake halftime report, where our Cherokee chat will feature senior defensive back Kamen Brown, a captain and a big-time leader for this Cherokee team. Jared, it is senior night here at Cherokee Stadium. 14 young men strapping those helmets on one last time, at least for the regular season. It's kind of it's a bittersweet moment for these seniors and their parents, the players' parents, friends. One interesting stat that I want to bring up, this team, this group of seniors in region play, I have to correct myself. I said 14-2 earlier. They're 14-3, though, in region play.
That's still really impressive.
Yeah.
That is, to be able to say you've only lost 3 region games has been a huge campaign for these seniors. And it's not been easy for them, let's be honest.
Yep.
There's been some tough region games that they won a championship as well a few years ago. So this is a special ball club like the last several years have been.
You know, I look back at those losses too, and Walker Valley comes to mind a year ago.
Yep.
East Hamilton game, which boy, you'd like to have that one back this year. Even the losses, I mean, we're just right there, even in those games.
I mean, very close. This team right here, McMinn County at 4-4 overall, could easily be 6-2 right now, and they've had some close ones this season.
Well, let's take a look at the starting lineups. We're just a couple of minutes away from football.
Let's look at the Powell Panthers offense first. Left tackle will be 77, Braden Arnwine, a senior. A junior left guard, 55, Tucker Messingale. The center is 74, Aiden Gomez, a senior. Right guard, 72, Gavin Bird, a junior. And then the right tackle, also a junior, 52, Brody Naughton. Running back is number 13, Connor Wheeler, a senior. Wideouts include number 16, Dylan Stooksberry, a senior. 7, Zion Jackson, a sophomore. 14, Weston Williams, a senior. 18, Jacob Dixon, a senior. And then, of course, the quarterback is number 2, Deuce Rogers, a senior. Of course, I can remember a couple of years ago we were up there, and then Stooksberry, Rogers, Wheeler, all those names have been called a lot in the McMinn and Powell games. Defensively, for the Panthers, it'll be a 4-3 front. Ends include 33, Caleb Akers, a junior, and 44, Cardell Thomas, a senior. Defensive tackles are 95, Iverson Garcia Ponce, a junior, and then 96, William Taylor III, a sophomore. Linebackers are 0, Adrian Daugherty, the senior. Number 1, John Tay Dunn, a senior, and 22, Abu Kiefer, a senior as well. And then Wheeler will also play cornerback as well as running back. Cornerback on the other side is number 5, Taya Henderson, a junior. And then the safeties include number 11, Brody Hollowell, a sophomore, and then 4, Camarian Finner, a junior. Dylan Stooksberry will handle the kicking duties for him as well as playing a wideout for the Panthers offense. On the other side, for your McMinn County Cherokees, left tackle will be 76, Tom Miller, 6'1", 237 sophomore. Left guard, 53, Jackson Lyle, the 6'2", 238-pound junior. Center is 72, Philip Hamby, 5'10", 278 sophomore. Right guard will be 77, Cam Goforth, 6'4", 290 junior. Right tackle is 58, Ace Cagle, 6'1", 235-pound junior. Tailback tonight, getting the start, number 10, Jacob Sharp, 5'7", 148-pound senior. Wideouts include number 2, Dakota Thompson, a 5'8", 148 senior. Number 9, Marshall Goodner, the 6', 166-pound sophomore. And 24, Drake Frazier, 5'10", 143 sophomore. And the tight end, 33, Spartan Lyle, 6'1", 191 junior. And, of course, the quarterback for the Cherokees, number 4, Luke Lawson, the 5'11", 174-pound sophomore, as the Cherokees run through the banner there.
And some smoke tonight.
Yeah, I was going to say I saw it a couple of weeks ago. They did it, and Jordan Jacob works on staff and has helped coach soccer over the years and works with the football team. So he's been the guy that's had to go pick that thing up when it's still going off to get it cleared out. But it's
I'm glad the wind's blowing that way.
Yes, thankfully it is blowing to the north side. Defensively for our Cherokees, it'll be defensive ends, 51, Jonah Martin, 6', 190-pound junior, and 55, Jackson Montgomery, the 5'10", 218 senior. Javante Parker, number 92, the 5'8", 236 junior, will play defensive tackle, along with number 99, Henry Cook, 6', 230-pound junior. Backers include 47, Jack Gooden, 5'10", 173 junior, 37, Cam Miller, 6'2", 216 senior, and 0, Caden Melton, 6'1", 178 senior. Number 5, Caden Brewster, 6', 154 freshman, will play corner, along with Drew Bottoms, number 15, 5'9", 130-pound junior. And then Cayman Brown, number 1, 5'10", 167-pound senior, will be the safety, along with number 7, Gage Hester, 5'9", 142 junior. And then the trio of kickers, specialist for McMinn County 83, Gideon Upton, the senior, 6 foot 140. 88, Drew Trapp, 5'10", 158 freshman. And 28, Alex Powers will be the punter, 5'7", 132 freshman.
Perfect timing. Gideon Upton going to kick off for the Cherokees. Here it goes. It's going to be taken at the 7-yard line to the 15, up over the 20. He's going to be chased down by Dakota Thompson near the 25-yard line. The Cherokees, Jared, won the toss. They deferred. And so Powell is going to go on offense first. And we're going to see that big quarterback, number 2, Deuce Rogers, only a junior. He's got great size. We don't get their heights and weights, but he's big.
He is a big boy, and so is Design Jackson, number 7, is also a big fella out there for him. But Rogers leading that offense on the field.
He looks like a tight end back there running the quarterback position. Back there with him is going to be Connor Wheeler. We're going to see a lot of him back there as well. Ball right at the 25-yard line of Powell. Here is the first handoff to Connor Wheeler up the middle. He's going to go forward for about 6 yards to the 31-yard line.
Just a little run game right there by Powell, and a lot of positive yards for him. So it's Wheeler's much smaller compared to Rogers, but he is very fast. I can remember that.
He is, and he'll do a lot of things as far as their return game as well. So second down, and we'll call it 5, I guess. Here is another handoff to Wheeler. Now he breaks this one to the outside, got good speed. He's going to be hit hard, but not until he gets a first down up over the 35, close to the 40.
Just kind of got that contained on the outside. McMinn had Goodner coming up to kind of chase him down in at safety, and then Caden Brewster kind of forced him out of bounds, but not before the first down was picked up.
He did take a hard lick over there on the far sideline. Cherokees are in there all black tonight, trimmed in yellow. Powell is in black pants, white shirts, black numerals, and black helmets. They are headed towards the school. They're headed right to left. Here is another handoff to Wheeler, and this time he's going to be hit at the 40. There's a flag down, might have got a face mask in there.
I think it might be on Cayman Brown, who came up and was first man there.
Wheeler made a little move inside, and I think Brown's hand just slid up on his helmet. It wasn't anything that was terrible, but it was obvious enough that they call it. Actually they're just giving them 5 yards on the penalty. So interesting there, but it moves the ball up to the 41-yard line, and that's going to bring up second. Well, I guess they get the down over, so it's going to be first down at about 3. And they mark that, I would imagine, from the point of the foul.
You don't hear that too many times.
46-yard line.
First and 3.
And here's a pass to the left side. Finds some running room. He's going to have another first down. That is number 3. Didn't have him as a starter. Neowa out there.
First down and 3, and they throw it to number 3.
Fabi Neowa. So it's going to be a first down into Cherokee territory. Powell has a nice drive going here. They're at the 42 of McMinn County, and it's another first down. First and 10. We haven't seen Deuce Rogers keep the ball yet from that quarterback position. Maybe about that time. Nope, it's going to be handed off to that same runner again. They're going to chase him down and push him out of bounds. No gain, I don't believe, right at the marker.
So defense pursued that one really well right there, getting to the edge just as quick as the running back did. Neo kind of been the feature back the last 2. Now Wheeler back in for the Panthers. You got Stooksbury out here. I mean, I can remember him catching some big passes against McMinn.
Second down and 10, no gain on that one. So ball sitting at the 42 still, gets a little pressure. They got a screen set up, pretty nicely done, and Wheeler's going to break a tackle. He's inside the 20, makes a move, and steps down the sidelines for a touchdown. Thought we might have pushed him out, but he tiptoed down the sideline on the far side, and it's going to go for a 42-yard touchdown pass, screen pass to Wheeler out of the backfield.
That one was set up. McMinn had 2 defenders off that far side of the line get into the backfield, and anytime you see him get back there that quick, you got to know the screen pass is coming, and Rogers just dumps it over the head of him to Wheeler. And then he made some cuts on the sideline, couldn't force him out of bounds. Goodner tried to shove him out of bounds, but he kept his feet in.
It was on the far side from us, so we couldn't exactly see what was happening on the sideline, but he kind of walked the line down through there and into the end zone. Here's the extra point that is up, and it is good. 2-3 to go here in the first quarter. Powell takes the early lead, 7-0. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Baseball fields, backyard soccer. Whatever your passion, Star Regional Medical Center is here to keep you in the game. Our orthopedic team treats patients for tears, strains, and sprains using today's therapeutic technology to keep you moving. It's our goal to help you be your personal best. Star Regional Medical Center, sports medicine to help you live your healthiest life. Visit us online, starregional.com.
Did you know that All Things Exterior can help you design a custom carport, garage, or metal building to fit your needs? All you have to do is have your job site ready and we'll take care of the rest. Financing is available for qualified buyers. Hi, I'm Buffy Jones. Micah Bush and I are excited to now be able to offer these products in addition to your roofing, siding, windows, and more. Come see us at 723 Congress Parkway South in Athens. All Things Exterior, one-stop shop.
Cherokee Stadium. Powell takes the early lead at 7-0, 10:03 in the first quarter. And Jared, pretty good drive there by Powell. We're going to need some mistakes in that drive. They just didn't make it.
Yeah, they were perfect on that one all the way through. Not even an incomplete pass right there.
Yeah. Here's the kickoff by Stooksbury. It's kicked long and out of the end zone. So that one will be taken now at the 20-yard line. This is the first time we get a chance to see, Jared, in this game where you feel like you're coming into a game, it's a number 2 ranked team in the state. You feel just a little overmatched. Our defense will come around. We've seen them play enough, but it's going to be interesting to see if the offense can sustain a drive or get something going here. So this is going to be interesting right here.
And I think that's one thing, McMinn's offense, we've seen them show a lot of good flashes of some explosive plays all season, and see if they can attack early and often.
So Luke Lawson brings his team out. They immediately hand to Dakota Thompson. He needs a block. He's going to be pushed down at about the 29-yard line. Nice run. That's a good start right there.
Kind of brought it from the left side over, and it was a good play.
Almost stepped through that tackle, but just couldn't make. Boy, he had big time running room if he breaks one more tackle. But that was they really cleaned off the edge over here. It was wide open for Dakota Thompson. So now, 2nd down and 1. Lawson with Jacob Sharp in the backfield. Steps back to pass. Looks to the side. It is in and out of the hands of Jacob Sharp. If he pulls it down, he might have a first down. He was right at the marker.
Kind of just a little bit behind him there, a little bit in the way on the out route. And that's just one of those timing routes you got to get used to. And I agree with you. He's right there on that first down line. So if he catches it, they had it covered pretty quickly.
Yeah, he was going to go down really quickly. So here we go. 3rd down and 1. Need to pick this one up for sure. Keep this drive going. Cam Miller comes to the right-hand side. You got to believe it's headed this way. And it looks like there's going to be a flag. Yeah, false start on the Cherokees, and that one hurts a little bit.
Yeah, two penalties on the Cherokees here early, and this one hurts a little bit because you're right there from potentially just a quick little run, back you up to 3rd and 6 now.
Changes the play call right here for sure. So Luke Lawson brings his team to the line. Now instead of 3rd and 1, it's 3rd and 6 from the 24-yard line. Double receivers to the right-hand side. And straight back to pass. Lawson looks. Now he's going to throw it. It's complete.
Marshall Goodner
is going to have enough for the first down. They gave him just enough slack there, and it was a well-thrown ball.
Outstanding job. Goodner, just him and Miller were stacked here, as you called it, on the right side. Miller kind of runs the deep route, and Goodner able to pick up the big first down.
So first down from the 34-yard line now. Lawson, and I think they've got Peanut Dyer running into the game now.
Got another.
Yep. Let's see if this is a false start or an offsides, but I think we had some movement. Looks like they're going to back up the Cherokees again.
And
This is
Powell-
what you can't have.
No, definitely not. And Powell, what they're doing is kind of bringing in that extra defender or bringing one of the backers up a little bit, and it's causing McMinn to maybe shift a little bit or try to do something different, and it's causing a little pre-snap penalties.
Flinching a little. So 1st and 15 now. The call is to Peanut Dyer straight up the middle. Nothing's there. He's going to be slammed down in the backfield. Not sure that he made it to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, they're going to give him the line of scrimmage. So no gain's going to be 2nd down and 15.
That's the bad part about that penalty. You went from, the previous false start, you just back up 5 yards and you're still 3rd and manageable and got it. And now you're behind the chains quite a bit against a tough team.
Yep, big time now. 2nd and 15. Dyer in the backfield with Dakota Thompson. And they're going to hand off to Thompson around the left end. They're going to try that. He finds some running room. He's going to find the edge, cuts it up close to the 40. Now it's a manageable 3rd down.
Yes, very good run there. Little sweep on the end around. Good blocking out front. Allow Thompson to get back in that manageable situation.
It is going to be marked right at the 40, so that's a pickup of 11 yards. And this is a big 3rd down right here, 3rd and 4. So finding some running room on the outside edges.
Getting to that outside part, and Powell's got some athletes to compete with that, but McMinn has the advantage there.
Lawson's going to pass. Now he's going to toss it out to Dakota Thompson. Needed to break a tackle and can't do it. He's going to be thrown for a loss. It was a rollout pass by Lawson. Couldn't find anybody downfield, and at the last second just tossed it back, a lateral back to Dakota Thompson, and they lose a yard back to the 30, a couple of yards back to the 38-yard line. That's unfortunately going to bring up a punting situation for the Cherokees. Dakota Thompson is back in punting position. This is interesting. It's a high snap, and he just gets it away, but it's a good punt that's going to land at the 43, bounces inside to the 40, and that's where they're going to mark it at the 40-yard line. So right there is something different.
Well, I just looked down and now see Alex Powers in street clothes down there.
Okay. So he has got some kind of injury or something, we would imagine.
That's a wrinkle right there that McMinn has used to their advantage. So a little adversity here early on special teams. But Dakota, way to stand in there, boy, as a first punt this season.
And the punt and the snap was got back there a little too slow. And I tell you, the Panthers were on him quickly. But the Panthers will start at the Powell 40-yard line, where it's going to be 1st down and 10. And now they're waiting for Connor Wheeler to get back there as a running back. So Deuce Rogers brings his team to the line, leading 7-0. Powell leads it here in the first quarter. Here's a reverse, now double reverse, and they've got some blocking out there. It's clear over the 40, over the 45, and he is all the way down to the McMinn 40-yard line. That's Fabi Neowai. So he's getting a lot of play out here tonight.
Yeah, and what a play they had drawn up there. And when you got Deuce Rogers, the quarterback that's built like a linebacker, blocking for you, it's easy to pick up those extra yards like he did.
The pickup of 20 yards on the play, and frankly, it could have been more than that. I think we made a nice decision to get back there, and a nice reaction to that play, actually. It's a long time to set it up, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it took a while.
All the way over here. And now it looks like flags are down before the snap again here. That might be on Powell.
It is.
It's like a substitution thing or something.
Stooksbury's running off the field, and they're running Grady Goodpasture on. And
I'm not wondering if that's a uniform issue because they're looking at his pants down there.
Maybe because he got set. I don't know. That's kind of. We still haven't got a signal.
And they're just looking and waiting for a signal. They must have the mics in. Is it an unsportsmanlike? So maybe somebody said something that it struck me as if he said something to the ref almost.
Yeah, because it was a quick flag.
Yeah, and there wasn't any McMinn player around. There was no pushing or there was nothing like that. It just kind of came out of the blue. And I'm wondering if he just said something back to the referee. It's a 15-yard penalty, takes them back to the Powell 45, or rather, the Powell 45-yard line. So 1st and 25. Empty backfield, back to pass for the first time. Now he's going to look downfield. He's got a man, but it's going to be overthrown, actually thrown more towards the sideline, and Wheeler was breaking across the middle.
Goodner was back there pretty good defensively as well. And like you said, the pass wasn't on the money either, but Goodner was right there with it.
Yeah.
And Cam Miller busted through that offensive line very quickly to put some pressure on Rogers in the backfield. And Rogers, he actually kind of rolled out on that throw, so mobile.
Pretty well played, though, by the Cherokees, as you mentioned there. So now 2nd down and 25. This time they'll go to Wheeler straight up the middle, and he's going to be taken back after a short gain, maybe a couple of yards. So now that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 23. Going to give him the 47-yard line.
Two of those senior linebackers are going to hate to lose after this season. Cam Miller and Caden Melton combining on that tackle.
By the way, I haven't mentioned, but both teams really honoring breast cancer awareness tonight, especially the Cherokees. They are decked out in some pink socks, pink undershirts.
Towels hanging on the – even looked like even a belt maybe. I don't know.
Caitlin Brown is almost glow in the dark out there at safety. Here's a snap. Back to Rogers, straight back to pass, getting a little pressure, and he's going to go down. They're going to sack him.
Great pressure.
3 guys get in there.
You might could say coverage sack a little bit there. McMinn had it well, and Javante Parker along with Montgomery, and really that all 4 of the defensive linemen were getting back there.
So the ball is put back at the 43-yard line. So really a loss of 4 yards on the play. That was a good defensive series right there.
And that's that McMinn defense we've seen a lot this season. Doesn't matter who's lined up on the other side. They're going to be physical and play hard, and they did.
An interesting punt formation here. They have 3 out on the right-hand side, and the punter's just waiting. There was no pressure on the punter. He just stood there and waited until his team got down there. It takes a little bit of a McMinn bounce, however. That was different, wasn't it?
I can't recall ever seeing that happen too many times.
You know, they put 3 almost like wide receivers to one side, 1 to the left, and they just sprinted down there, and McMinn put no pressure on the punter, so he just stood there.
It got a little scary there that you hope he doesn't take off and run. He's one of the wide receivers, so probably got some speed to him. And
well, the punt's going to be down at the 22-yard line. That's where McMinn will take over for their second possession of the night. It's 5:08 to go in the first quarter. Powell leads at 7-0. Here's the snap to Lawson. And it's going to be giving, I think that's Sharp, but there's no running room this time. They couldn't make it. That was a play that was headed to the outside again, but this time they had it shut down.
Yeah, Jacob was going to try to cut it back up the middle a little bit there and just didn't. Nothing there on the outside and had to cut it up. And didn't work out.
Going to give him the line of scrimmage. You know, one thing that I see happening at Marshall Goodner, who is arguably one of the best receivers on this McMinn team this year. At least he's a great target, but they got Wheeler on him out there.
Yeah, they do. I think they've studied some film on McMinn.
That's a tough matchup right there. Here's the snap to Lawson. Somebody may have moved again. Yeah,
3 penalties at least, or 4 on McMinn County.
Yeah, that's tough right there. So we're going to give them another 5 right there because we moved early. And like you say, I think some of Powell's movement is causing that.
Yep. It's not anything outrageous or anything. It's just they're sneaking a guy in and he'll kind of move around and stutter step at the line, and it throws McMinn's rhythm off a little bit.
And, you know, honestly, these linemen are also, you know, they're wanting to get the first quick step too.
Yes.
And, you know, they're already wanting to get in motion. Rolling to his right is Lawson. He's looking for a receiver, and it's just overthrown. Dakota Thompson got bumped a little bit before he went into that, before he broke to the sideline. That might have knocked the timing off just a little bit there, but it goes down as an incomplete pass. I do like the aggressiveness, however, of McMinn County. They're not afraid to put this ball up in the air tonight.
And rolling him out to get him some extra time right there, because that defensive front for Powell has shown they're getting some pressure into the backfield. So
4 minutes and 19 seconds to go in the first quarter. Powell leads it 7-0. Third down and 15 for the Cherokees at their own 17-yard line. Wish we were at the 37.
Powell looks to be playing man-to-man the way they're going.
4 down linemen. Here's the snap. They fake it, throw it out to Dakota Thompson. He needs a block. There's a lot of swarming Panthers there. He's going to go down. He's going to have some positive yardage, but it's still going to bring up a punting situation. Let's see how far he got up. Somewhere, right at the 20s where they're going to mark it. So a gain of only 3 on the play. A pretty good showing across the way by Powell fans. It's about an hour's drive from Athens. Band is here for Powell. So
the only thing I can like about them is they do play Rocky Top. Just don't want to hear them do it that much.
Here's the punt's going to be a nice bounce, but the Powell return man's going to pick it up going the other way. There's a flag down on the sideline. Not sure what that's about.
I think McMinn's going to get called for a sideline infraction. That's the only thing. It came out before the punt was kicked.
The return man was Henderson back there. And I tell you, it was taking a tremendous McMinn County roll, but Henderson went back there and fielded it, whereas a lot of times the return man won't do that. So I think, was it just a sideline warning possibly?
I think so, because Coach Cagle's asking.
They placed it at they placed it at the 50-yard line. So Powell has had pretty good field position. Last time on the 40, this time right at the 50-yard line for their third possession of this quarter. Rogers in the backfield. Doesn't hand off. He's going to keep it. And he made a good decision there. He's going to be inside the 45. Boy, he's going to be tough to bring down.
I think he's hurting. He's getting up slow. The way he got twisted and turned around, McMinn County tried to make a good tackle.
I saw him limping a while back. I do recall this from being down at Powell. He did that a few times, but kept coming back. So I don't know if
he's definitely he's moving slower there. And
ball's down to the McMinn County 42. So it was a pickup of 8 yards on the play. We'll keep an eye on Deuce Rogers, the quarterback. 3 receivers to the left, to the right, empty backfield, back to pass. He's going to go long, straight down the field. He's way overthrown into the end zone. So incomplete pass is going to bring up a 3rd down and 2. They just took a shot at it. And again, we're sitting here looking at Rogers, Jared. I mean, he's moving, he's limping, he's slow.
And he's going almost, to the numbers at least.
Yep.
On the sideline to get the play call. And
interesting.
Even before that scramble, as you said, there was another play. He came kind of back limping a little bit, and I noticed it. But
I did too, and I didn't mention it because I thought maybe I'm not seeing everything.
He's faking us out.
He's faking us out.
He's hurting right now.
I think he is hurting a little bit. Wheeler back in the backfield. Almost got to believe he's going to get it. He does around the right end, and he's going to be stopped short of the 1st down, I believe. But it's going to be close.
There's a flag coming in that area of Holton.
Well, that would be a good break for the Cherokees.
I think it
is a holding. So they will take this, I believe, because he was going to be 4th down and 1, I believe. And they're going to go for it.
100%. That's what I was going to say. They are in that close range and really can't kick a field goal or punt.
So. They're looking to the sideline, to the McMinn coaching staff, and I don't think there's a decision to make there. I think you push them back, and they are. It's also going to be marked off, I think, from the spot of the foul, isn't it? Oh, it was behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
It was behind the line of scrimmage, so they'll mark it off from that line of scrimmage. So it's back to the Powell 44-yard line with the penalty. So it's 3rd down and about 17. They got to get to the McMinn 40. Got to watch Rogers here keeping it. Straight back to pass. Looking downfield, getting some pressure again. They're chasing him. Now he throws it. Intercepted. Around the left hand. Did he step out of bounds?
Yeah, they're going to – wow.
Must have stepped out of bounds as soon as he caught it. Way back there. Who is it, Jared?
That was Marshall Goodner.
Marshall Goodner. I could not see the number on the far side. Oh, wait a minute.
No.
Caden Brewster.
Sorry.
Caden Brewster.
Caden Brewster came up big right there, and I think when he skied to get it when he did, he must have had a toe or a heel come down on that white line because he was trying to take off.
He came down in bounds though first.
Yes.
At least a foot and then stepped out.
Yeah, good point.
So it is Cherokee football here, and they take over at their own 37-yard line is where they'll start. Got a pretty good one going right now. Here's Lawson trying to find a receiver to the left side. He does. It's going to be a short game, but he was lucky just to get the ball away out there.
Yeah, had a guy and got the almost a shovel pass there to Keesler on the far side. So got some positive yardage.
Yep, up to the 40-yard line. So we'll call it a pickup of 3 on first down, bringing up 2nd down and 7. So nice job by Brewster there. And by the way, we should mention that Rogers was being pressured. He had to get rid of it quicker than he wanted to for sure.
McMinn's defensive 4 on the front line have been pretty good so far getting pressure.
And here comes Sharp up the middle, and he's going to fight forward for maybe a yard, and it was a hard yard.
I don't know that the middle is going to be there much against that. Like you said, they don't have the heights and weights on that front 4, but they're
big.
They're some big boys as well.
We're going to give him the 41. It's truly just barely over the 40. Minute 44 to go here in the first quarter. Powell 7, McMinn nothing. Man, this would be a big play right here to keep a drive going. We may have to take a shot down the field. Goodner is going to be on this near side over here, and now Wheeler is not in the game. They're actually guarding him with Finner, Kamari and Finner.
They got that stack wide receiver set again.
And straight back to pass. And it looks like they're trying to set up now. Lawson's going to scramble, and he's going to throw to Sharp, but it's low and incomplete. They tried to set up a screen.
Yeah, it
just wasn't there.
I think he had more time to throw than he realized. I mean, 99 was pressuring him down, Mark Stewart, but he had some time to kind of get that one away, but Cherokees will have to kick this one.
Cherokees can't do anything with the interception, but they do flip field a little bit. And now Dakota Thompson comes in to punt again. Again, Alex Powers not dressed out tonight. We are not sure why, but likely an injury of some kind. And now we got a flag down before the snap. Let's see what we got on this one. And looks like they're going to walk it off on Powell. So that's going to take it up to the 45-yard line.
Does that change Pagel's mind?
He's probably thinking about it. And he's going to pull the punt team off. So now it's going to be 4th down. It's really 2 yards.
I didn't catch what the penalty was on Powell, but
it looks like maybe an offside. It was called really before the snap was even made. So it's 4th down and 2, and now I think Powell took the timeout.
Okay.
We'll take it with them. 1:01 to go here in the first quarter. Powell leads 7-0. We'll take a 30-second break.
Hey, sports fans. This is United Primary Care, your locally owned full-service medical clinic. We have some awesome news for you. We are now accepting TennCare patients at all 3 of our clinics. Walk-in and same-day appointments are now available in Madisonville, Etowah, and Athens.
UPC provides all your healthcare needs, including x-rays, labs, diabetic management, physicals, and so much more. We're on Facebook or UnitedPrimaryCareTN.com. When you think healthcare, think UPC.
Here's the situation. 1 minute and 1 second to go in the first quarter. Powell leads McMinn County 7-0. It's 4th down and 2. It was 4th and 7. Powell was off sides. It moved it to a 4th and 2. We were all set to punt. Now it looks like McMinn is going to try to go for it here.
And it's Cam Miller under center, it looks like.
It's the power package here. Let's see if they just try to draw them off. Nope, they're going to run a play, but before they do, there's a penalty and someone's jumped. That's going to change things back to a punt, likely. My goodness. Would have liked to have seen that play, but how many false starts is that? 4 at least, I think.
Let's see. Yep, you're right on the money of 4.
So that's going to mark it back again to the 41-yard line and bring up a punting situation. And I'm telling you, the line now is getting a little lecture on the sideline.
Yeah. catch a break like that and not be able to do anything.
Here's the punt again, and I should say Dakota Thompson's done a really nice job. Oh, it hits. It hit. It was going to roll probably another 10, 15 yards. Jacob Sharp was turned around, but he was engaging with a Panther, and it hit his back. Just never saw it coming.
Yeah, nothing he could do about it. He was locked up with maybe the Powell player knew and could see it, and if I just keep him here, it's going to bounce off of him because I think it would have rolled at least another 5-7 yards probably.
So Powell will take over at their own 35. They've had it started drives at the 25, the 40, the 50, and now the 35. Well, we haven't been deep into their territory yet. And that's where we got to get to. So 1st down and 10 for the Panthers. Deuce Rogers in the backfield. I was going to say it was an empty backfield, but now Wheeler comes back there with him as a back, and they hand off to Wheeler. He finds some running room up over the 40, over the 45. He's fast up, and he steps out of bounds somewhere around the McMinn 45 is where they're going to mark it.
Yeah, they kind of went diving all the way up past the 40 to the 35, but he had stepped out way back there.
Yep, heard the whistle, so that's a nice play. Just nothing fancy there, just a little option there, quarterback option.
And Wheeler, he cuts pretty hard. He's a smaller back, kind of on the other side. He's a Dakota Thompson type player, build wise, and makes some hard cuts right there.
You're exactly right. That's who he looks like out there. But he's in the wrong color jersey. Here's a give to him again. This time he's going to be taken down after a gain of about 4.
Parker and Melton there to get him
to the 41-yard line, going to be 2nd down and 6. Under 20 seconds to go here in the quarter, and I think they're going to let it run out. They're not getting any kind of hurry. Rogers coming back onto the field now. I'm not sure.
They hadn't even started the play clock, so.
4 seconds, 3 seconds. No, they don't want to run a play. That's going to do it for the first quarter of action here in McMinn County. Powell leads McMinn 7-0 after 1 quarter. We'll be back with the second quarter. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Can something be old and new at the same time? Because Old National Bank has finally arrived in Athens and McMinn counties. What's old is their 190-year tradition of strength and stability. What's new are innovative new down payment assistance and affordable mortgage programs. What's old is a strong tradition of personal service. What's new are cash bonuses for just opening accounts. By working hard to earn your business, hopefully Athens and McMinn counties will be singing praises of Old National Bank, where relationships and results matter. Get old. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Courage, unity, service, accountability. Together, we deliver the right products with the best service and value across every channel and community we serve. Our goal is to provide our customers with the broadest selection of products and the best services, the most competitive prices. With the power of our employees' collective collaboration and their ability to deliver exceptional results each and every time, our organization is unstoppable. Hiwassee Builder Supply, Athens, Tennessee.
Yeah, I love it. Back at Cherokee Stadium, starting the second quarter here of action. Powell leads it 7-0. They've got it 2nd down and 6 at the McMinn 41-yard line.
Defense just got to play strong once again right here.
Keep asking a lot of this defense.
All year.
And here is a handoff to the right-hand side. Is that Wheeler? Yeah, It is. He's going to turn it back now. Look at that guy. Man alive. Inside the 40, inside the 30, inside the 20, inside the 10. Finally taken down by Brewster at the 5-yard line. We had that play stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It was a huge stop. Almost back to the original line of scrimmage at the 45. And McMinn just gets caught overplaying it a little bit and had a couple of guys.
It looks like, Jared, let me interrupt you here, but it looks like there's a flag down, so it may be coming back from the spot of the foul, which was the 25. That'll take it back to the 35, and I think it'll still be a 1st down because that marker's right at the 35, but 35 is better than the 5.
Yes.
But, again,
he just – kind of McMinn had 3 guys overplay him, and he uses that speed, cuts back, and then had another opportunity, and he just makes a hard cut.
So at the 35,
he did a lot of running to get a 14-yard.
Hopefully he's winded for now. They've got Neowa in there now as a back. Here's a flag before the play starts.
It's got to be, false start.
False start against Powell. That's going to back them up. So now we're back to that 40 again.
There we go.
We'll take it. So it's going to be first down and 15.
He might be one of the most elusive backs McMinn's seen this season, to be honest. I mean, think back to Davis for Cleveland was a very elusive back, but he just
that play right there really showed you what he can do. And he's so small and quick. He's so hard to get your hands on. All right. Neal was back in the backfield there with Rogers again. Here's the snap. And Rogers is going to pull it out. Has a good stiff arm there. And here's.
I think that.
Are they going to get the quarterback on that?
Maybe hands to the I don't know. You don't see that called.
Sure don't. He was head to head with one of the Cherokees there in the backfield, and it looked like they both had their arms on each other. Let's see what they're going to call here. It looks like is Powell backing up?
Yeah. Well, at least the half of them are.
Well, maybe not. I better wait.
Well, it was Jonah Martin that had him right there, arms linked up and trying to bring him down, and kind of Rogers stiff-armed him into the face mask.
Yep. And I see that in college football a lot, Jared, and they never call it on the offensive guy. So I don't know. Let's see what the call is, but
I have to go to the rule book and look up the signal.
It's a face mask
on McMinn.
On McMinn, face mask on Powell.
Okay, both of them.
Offsetting face mask.
So.
So we're going to do it over again. What a turn of events there. That actually might be the best way to call it because they are both doing it. And
I don't know that Jonah Martin was that close to his face mask, but they go empty set. Wow.
Okay, 1st and 15. Straight back to pass. It's a quick pass over the middle, and it's going to be caught. I think that's Nawa, and he's going to be down to about the 31-yard line. So they just get some of it back there. Actually, I think that was Jackson, one of the receivers that caught that. My bad. Down to the 31-yard line of McMinn. 10 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Powell holding on to that 7-0 lead, but they're on the move here. Empty backfield again.
Got to watch that slot. Jackson again in that slot position. He might just run that curl route.
Players are showing they're coming. They step away from it. Here's a quick pass again to Jackson. He breaks a tackle and now brought down by Brewster, who, man, as a freshman, he's had an outstanding year.
He's had to been relied on a lot. When you think about it, coming in against Bradley in the first game as a freshman and taking a lot of time.
3rd down and 1. They mark it at the 26, so it's 1 yard short. It's Niowa in the backfield this time.
Be a good time for a false start.
They tried to draw them off. That was a good strategy there because we almost did. We jumped a little. And now we're man-to-man out here on this near side with their receivers. We're trying to stop the run here. Now Niowa goes into a slot position, and here comes Rogers, just a straight quarterback run. And he slid just a little bit, but he's got the first down inside the 20, but that looked awkward too.
Yeah, he does not look 100%.
The way he was so slow every time.
The way he was kind of carrying that ball out on the outside of McMinn. Could have got him before he started going down. Might have been able to. Cam Miller was giving it an effort of trying to strip the ball.
I tell you, if we get I'm not talking about an illegal play, but if we get a hard lick on that kid, he may sit down a while.
McMinn hits hard. It doesn't matter. I mean, they're legal plays, but you're exactly right. Got Wheeler back in there.
He's getting up slow, but I do recall this a couple of years ago, maybe last season up at Powell. He was like that. He kind of gets up slow. Here's a completed pass to the near side of the field. It's going to be taken down to the 8-yard line.
Adam Weaver, number 10. Another curl route. That's really all they're doing in the pass game right now. After a couple of deep chances that have missed, their receivers are going about 5 yards and making a little curl route.
We're going to call it we'll call it the 9-yard line because it's going to be 2nd down and 1. McMinn needs a big break right here. They're 9 yards away from pay dirt. Rogers in the backfield with Wheeler, straight back, going to look to pass again. There's Wheeler right over the middle. He's wide open. Touchdown. 8 minutes and 8 seconds to go. They complete to Wheeler. There was nobody there in the middle.
And that's that screen pass, that little dump screen pass.
Yep.
And as big as Rogers is, he doesn't have to really jump or do anything.
Yep.
And the linebackers, Cam Miller and I think Jack Gooden, as soon as they broke the line of scrimmage, you could see it because they tried to put the brakes on and go back, and it was too late. The pass to Wheeler was already there.
So Stooksbury coming in to attempt the point after. And there is a whistle before we get that done. And a uniform violation. Going to have to come out with a uniform violation, which is
next to last week in the regular season. We still got them.
If those aren't called a lot in Knoxville, they're going to find out they're called a lot down here.
Yeah. He's going to talk to head referee's going to talk to the Powell sideline, and
he's getting a clarification on this, I guess. Is that their head coach over there?
Looks like it, yeah. Maybe you're right. Maybe not something they call in the.
I mean, it would be a different group of referees in that area, and it may not be something that they're quite so concerned about. We know they are here, and we know there's an emphasis on that in this area, and that just might be something Powell isn't used to.
Now they're bringing in another official to help, and they're trying to read hand signals and talking with their hands, and they've kind of pointed over to McMinn. They've pointed to Powell sideline. I don't know. There's no flags that I could see anywhere.
No.
So
and I mean, the ball's is sitting where it was. All we're doing is waiting for the point after, which seems like we could have talked about this afterwards.
Yep. I'm not sure that they like the answer anyway.
Coming back onto the field, the ball is not being spotted anywhere new. It's just an extra point here. And we're waiting on that. There's the whistle. Play clock has started. Here's the snap. It's down. Stooksbury's kick is good. 8 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the second quarter. Powell takes a 14-0 lead over McMinn. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Hello, this is Ashley with Madison Avenue Pharmacy here at your only independently owned Health Mart pharmacy. We can work with you and your doctor to line all your medications to be picked up on the same day each month, saving you trips to the pharmacy. Every month we'll have your medication ready and send you a reminder of your pickup date. If you live in the Athens city limits, we can also provide free delivery. Madison Avenue Pharmacy, 1001 West Madison Avenue, Athens. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Upgrade your kitchen with new appliances from Plaza Electronics and Appliances. Discover Genair, Thermador, Sub-Zero, Wolf, and Viking luxury kitchen appliances, or KitchenAid's black stainless appliances. Sporting events and movies come to life on a new TV from Plaza. They have Samsung, LG, and Sony TVs ranging from 37 inches to 82 inches, offering 12 months, same as cash, free delivery and setup, and they service what they sell. Proud to be serving this area for over 34 years. Plaza Electronics and Appliances. Visit them at 1609 Congress Parkway South, Athens.
Back at Cherokee Stadium, Powell leads McMinn 14-0, getting ready to kick it off here with Stooksbury. Back to receive Dakota Thompson, Jacob Sharp. Just cautioning you, Jared, they do like to do some onside kicks, so this would be a good opportunity for them to do that. Just be awake, Cherokees. And it's kicked into the end zone and to the back of the end zone. So the Cherokees, man, that's a great weapon, isn't it?
It is.
McMinn takes it over, first down and 10 at the 20. So, Jared, 8 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the second quarter. You don't want to let this one get away from you if possible. It's 14-0. Mount a drive here, get some points out of it, and hold Powell if they get the ball back. But you get it coming out in the second half.
We've seen a couple of drives this season here at home even where it's been a 6 to 7 minute drive by the Cherokee offense and nothing that's been slow. It's just they've taken their time and worked correctly and put points on the board. They need to do that here.
A lot of blockers in there. It looks like a run situation, and it's going to be Jacob Sharp taken down immediately as he got the football. going to lose
Yep.
yardage.
Tough right there.
I mean, we had everything in. There was one receiver out. And unless you're setting something up there, it looks like you're just setting up that you're going to try to run the football, but they played it well. Back to we'll call it the 17, Jared?
They've got it
18. We'll give it the 18 then. Second down and 12 from that point.
It's a long 12 based on where that down marker is on the far side.
Once again, everybody in tight for the Cherokees. Straight back to pass those. Lawson. He's getting some pressure. Finds Sharp out of the backfield. He's up over the 30, the 35, close to the 40-yard line.
Biggest thing, no flags down. Outstanding job by Lawson and Sharp to connect on that one.
It was a good play call, and they really threw right back to where the pressure came from.
Yep.
So it was open back there, up to the 40. First and 10 for the Cherokees. 7:13. Now the clock, well, you got to keep an eye on it anyway. It's not a factor just yet. But the Cherokees are taking their time.
Yes. Not in any kind of hurry up.
They definitely want to use some clock here. Again, a little different look here. Everybody packed in, and they're going to look for Dakota Thompson. He needs to break a tackle, and he's not going to be able to do it. He's going to be pushed back inside the 35-yard line. We'll see what kind of forward motion they give him.
Yeah, they're going to need a good spot, but they're not going to get it.
Yeah, 33. So he lost 7. Whew. Those negative plays just kill you.
Yeah, especially against a good team like Powell. You cannot go backwards and expect to compete.
You certainly can see they've got a lot of speed on the field. So second down and about 18, somewhere in that neighborhood. Here is a fake handoff. Now they're going to throw. It's going to be picked off. Some miscommunication there. It's going to be return man inside the 35 before he's taken down. Let's see who's got the interception there.
That's number 4.
Yep, Kamarian Finner with the interception.
And I think you called it miscommunication right there. I think McMinn, Lawson, and it looked like it was intended for Kessler, just maybe wrong routes run or something. The timing was off on a curl route. Finner just was right there, right place. And Spartan Lyle luckily chases him down to make the tackle on the far side.
I think Lyle has some defensive experience in his past, and he looked like a linebacker making the tackle there.
Yeah.
Look for Powell to maybe strike deep right here. First down and 10. They've got it at the 33-yard line of McMinn. Straight back to pass. He's got lots of, and that should be intentional grounding, and they get the flag. So that's going to be a loss of down. His helmet came off, too. He may have to come out of the game.
There was nobody in the area except for some linemen.
He was dropped back all the way to the 45-yard line. That in and of itself is like a loss of 12. So I think
that should be, yep.
They're going to mark that from back there, and that is a loss of down. Yep. So all the way back to the 50-yard line.
It's second down. Instead of repeating first. I love that.
That's big right there. Great pressure. I mean, it was a jailbreak in there.
They've gotten back there to him several times already tonight, and it's really both the middle of both lines have been able to do that defensively.
We've got a new quarterback in there, at least for a play. Here's a handoff to Wheeler straight up the middle. It's played well this time. He'll pick up about 4 yards, but it's going to bring up third down and long, and Rogers will come back into the game at quarterback.
Yep, because he lost his helmet. They had 11 Brody Hollowell in there as a quarterback.
So it's at the McMinn 46-yard line. It's third down and about 23. Third and 23. They're talking it out. Let's see what this McMinn defense can roll up here.
Expect them just to rush the 4 down linemen back or stay back a little bit.
Yeah, they do. They pick up some people out, and now he's going to throw it. He finds a receiver. He's open. And he's going to be taken down at about the 29. There is a flag that comes in.
That's
sure.
illegal. I'm thinking illegal man downfield. That's the only thing because McMinn didn't really do anything.
I didn't see
face mask is what he's signaling.
Oh, my goodness.
That one is. At
Well,
least that's what it looked like he signaled to the head referee, but.
Yep, they're looking at McMinn. They're going to walk it off on McMinn. My goodness. Personal foul play. I did not see that.
That's going to be an automatic first down because it's the personal foul.
Oh, my goodness. That's going to mark it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Tough break right there. That play started at the 46.
That one,
I just didn't see it. Did you?
I did not. And Coach Cagle is, I do not blame him one bit to be down there kind of arguing with that one because from where that official was behind, kind of to the side, and the way the tackle was made going towards the Powell, facing the Powell sideline, I don't know that there was a clear angle of that. Now on sportsmanlike.
That's going to take it on in a little farther, and that's going to mark it at about we'll call it the 8-yard line. So it's going to be first and goal from there.
This is exactly what we talked about in pregame. You don't want to get chippy in this kind of game where it's not going to impact your region standings. And
I didn't see anything player to player as far as chippy, but maybe arguing the call or saying something. I don't know. Here is a quick pass to the sideline, and it's going to be in for a touchdown. That's Weston Williams who makes the catch. So just like that, Powell goes up 20 to nothing with the point after coming with 4:50 to go. And that is now
that one's tough.
3 touchdown passes. We gave up that play on third down, started at the 46-yard line, and with the penalties, the play and the penalties, it ended up at the 8-yard line. My goodness. That one's a tough one. Stooksbury in for the point after. Waiting for the snap. Here it is. It's down. Kick is up. Stooksbury's kick is good. With 4:50 to go in the second quarter, it's Powell 21, McMinn County nothing. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Ready to take your career to the next level? At Tennessee Wesleyan University in Athens, our degree completion programs are designed with your busy life in mind. Whether you're balancing work, family, or both, our online classes make it possible to finish your degree on your terms. Degrees are offered in business, criminal justice, and nursing. Join a Tennessee Wesleyan family that's dedicated to your success with personalized support to help you every step of the way. Visit tnwesleyan.edu to learn more.
Athens Insurance, we're here for you. When you call, we'll be there. There's nothing that we can't do. With integrity and excellence, we'll see you through. There's nothing too hard for us to handle, nothing that we can't do. At Athens Insurance, we'll be here for you.
Athens Insurance, serving East Tennessee since 1931.
Back at Cherokee Stadium, Powell has stretched their lead out here in the second quarter. 4:50 to go in the second quarter. It's Powell 21, McMinn County nothing. Stooksbury getting himself ready to kick off here. And here's a kick that might be returnable. It is taken right at the goal line. That's Dakota Thompson. He's looking for running room. He breaks the tackle. Now he's got close to the 24-yard line.
At least it wasn't a touchback.
Yeah, it was taken right at the goal. I've seen so many kickoffs this year taken right at the goal line, and I need to get clarification on if the player can be standing in the end zone because my understanding is it isn't.
Yeah, as soon as even if a foot or something steps back, they'll call it. But he signaled it was fair game to keep running. So
it's at the 23-yard line, so back a yard from what I said. First down and 10. Lawson brings his team out there. Jacob Sharp in the backfield, Dakota Thompson in the backfield. Handoff, it's a low snap given to Sharp, but there's no running room, trying to find something. But he's going to lose back to, I think, about the 21-yard line. I think, Jared, as you said, just nothing up there.
There's nothing in the middle. You're going to have to get it to the outside and try to maybe even air it out a little bit. But
they seem to have gone into a different offensive set, and I don't know that they're just not going to show a whole lot tonight. Now we got, and nobody's really out wide. Now Lawson rolls to his right, looking for a receiver. Now he's got somebody coming up on him. He throws it at the last second, but I think it's incomplete out of bounds, even if he caught it.
Trying to get it to Thompson on that sideline, and
Powell did a nice job. Even while he was rolling out, someone was breaking towards him, and it forces the quarterback to make a quick decision. So incomplete pass is going to make it 3rd down and 12 now.
And they've kind of gone, you were talking about it, the receivers are kind of set up on a bunch at the end of the line, essentially is what they're doing. And now Goodner's going to go out a little bit wider along with Thompson, but I don't know, just trying to maybe get some blocks off the line and be able to roll him out.
Yep, I think you're right. Straight back to pass. There's pressure. He's going to have to scramble. He does to the left-hand side, and now he just throws it out of bounds. There was no receiver in the area, but he was outside the pocket, so it's not going to be a grounding penalty, but it is going to bring up another punting situation for McMinn County. And just not able to get anything going right this second on offense.
No, it's unfortunate. The Powell front has been very physical here, as McMinn's has on the other side. Just everything else has not worked for the McMinn County so far.
Lincoln Watson, I think, running on late
trying
there.
to get him in as a blocker on the far side. Powell may try to bring the house here.
They've been close every time. And the kick is away. It's going to land at the 35, roll up to about the 40. Go ahead and down it, fellas. So, again, Powell's going to take over in.
Not having that special teams full strength tonight just hurt a little bit there of being able to flip the field every time.
Coming up at halftime, we'll take a look at some scores around the region. Big game up in Maryville tonight. Alcoa at Maryville. We'll take a look at the scores. And then Cherokee Chat tonight. I've got Cayman Brown, the senior defensive back, playing safety all night here tonight. And had a chance to speak with him, and it's a good interview. You'll want to stay tuned during the Midway Milkshake halftime report, hear what Cayman has to say. Here is a fake handoff. Rogers is going to keep it himself. He's hard to bring down. He's up close to another first down.
Rogers. He just kept powering through there, and as he went through the middle of the pack, he's a head above everybody else.
Yeah,
you see him still moving.
You just watch him steadily move down. It's not as if he's fast about it.
Kind of wading through the river of tacklers there.
He is a big kid. It probably is hard to get a good lick on him. I mean, he's just so big.
That was him. I think I just hand off to Wheeler, though, not take any more hits.
2nd down and 1. Straight back to pass. And this time, not a lot of pressure. He's got time, throws over the middle, and it is incomplete.
Bobbled it there.
Brewster was back there, and I think he at least distracted the receiver, but it was really thrown right on the button.
Yeah, right there in the middle of the end zone on the MC logo is where it was kind of dropped, and it was on the money.
Yep, it was on the money, but Brewster did get an arm up there. I don't think he tipped it or anything, but he was a little distracting as the ball was coming down. 3rd down and 1. And making some personnel changes is Powell, running some players on and off. 3rd down and 1. And let's see, we're getting a penalty or a timeout?
I think another uniform violation.
Yep. A substitution. I think that was a substitution penalty. That should move Powell back about 5 yards. And it does back to the 36-yard line now. It makes it a little tougher, a different play call. Without any big issue, you might see that. 3rd down and 6. Well, I'm not sure why they're not moving. I thought they blew the whistle. The play clock is running.
It looks like an official still talking over there.
And maybe the clock is also,
Nope, timeout. Powell's upset with the call and wanted to talk this one over. Yep, they're going to take the timeout.
All right, with timeout, 2:38 to go in the second quarter. Powell 21, McMinn nothing. We'll take a 30-second break.
Companion Funeral Home of Athens has served thousands of families in McMinn and surrounding counties since opening their doors in 2017. As a local family-owned funeral home, Companion prides itself on being able to provide the highest quality, full-service funerals and cremation services at affordable, realistic prices. The Cody family. For more info, visit us at Companion Funerals Athens.
Back at Cherokee Stadium, Powell leads it 21-0. 2 minutes, 38 seconds to go in the second quarter. It's 3rd down and 6 for the Panthers. Jared, you got to figure it's 4-down territory right here also.
I think right there before that penalty, it was going to be Rogers up the middle on that 3rd and 1, kind of third extremely short one.
Right.
And I think that's what they were looking at. But now that it's backed them up, it'll be a little bit different look for them. But, I mean, Wheeler in the backfield,
Yep, they got options back there, that's for sure. Let's see what Powell dials up here also. 3rd and 6. Rogers waiting for the snap. He's got it. Hands off to Wheeler, looking for running room. Didn't have any, but made some room. Now he's going to stop again. And he is still on his feet, breaks a tackle, steps out of bounds, but probably has the first down.
Yep, I think he's got the first down because they're marking him about the 27.
We could not get him down, Jared. I mean, we had him. There was 5 players around him.
It reminds me, because we've been in flag football mode, that's exactly the way he runs. He just runs to the sideline, cuts back, and then just waits on the defense to do something, and he finds another hole and just takes off. So
down to the 27. It's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Panthers. Clock maybe becoming a factor. 2:26 to go, plenty of time. Got a pretty big offensive line out there, too. They're all in the same mold, it looks like. They're not tall, but they are wide.
Yep.
High snap, but he brings it down. Here's a pass to the left-hand side. Boy, if that had been tipped a little more. It's incomplete.
I thought Brewster was going to be able to get there a little bit, but the way it tipped, you're right, it just dropped straight down. It didn't really go up.
It stays up. Brewster probably picks it off. 2nd down and 10.
Be his second pick of the night. Hey, future's bright for the way he's played. As Coach Cagle talked about. I mean, when we saw him come into that Bradley game and go up against their 6'5" receiver, he played really, really well. And he's shown it all season.
Saw him play quite a bit of quarterback, too, at the JV level, at least at the beginning of the year, and he looked pretty strong there as well. 2nd down and 10. Straight back to pass. He's got Wheeler to the right-hand side as a safety valve. Now he's going to scramble around. The ball's on the ground. Now he picks it up, and he's taken down way back at the 42-yard line. Bounced right back up into his arms.
That right there, good pursuit by Jonah Martin, I believe, is the one that got his hand on it, because he kind of had it out there to the side, and Jonah Martin gets kind of past him, but able to get the hand on the ball and poke it away.
Jared, they've got to go to the 18-yard line. It's 3rd down. And yard field goal. All I can say is, judging from his kickoffs, he's got the leg to do it. If they get the snap down and good blocking, he might just hit this sucker.
Stooksbury, I mean, he's kind of hit those. When you're kicking from a long distance, you got to have that line drive. It's got to just carry, and his kickoffs have essentially been that way.
Kel Bennett will be holding.
He's kicking from the 43.
Yep, 53-yarder. So let's see what happens here. There's the snap. It's down. The kick is up, and it is good.
Wow.
53-yard field goal is going to put Powell on top 24-0 now with 1 minute to go. With that being the score, we'll take a 60-second break.
We put our whole heart into caring for yours. At Star Regional Medical Center, we offer compassionate, local care in our accredited chest pain center. From emergency heart treatment to diagnostic imaging, we'll deliver the care you need to get you back to what matters most. Star Regional Medical Center, heart care to live your healthiest life. Visit us online at starregional.com.
Do you know that All Things Exterior can help you design a custom carport, garage, or metal building to fit your needs? All you have to do is have your job site ready, and we'll take care of the rest. Financing is available for qualified buyers. Hi, I'm Buffy Jones. Micah Bush and I are excited to now be able to offer these products in addition to your roofing, siding, windows, and more. Come see us at 723 Congress Parkway South in Athens. All Things Exterior, one-stop shop.
Score again.
Stooksbury back out there after hitting a 53-yard field goal, and now at 24-0. Cherokees have 1 minute to do something with it here before halftime. And here's a kick that's going to be taken. Again, he was in the end zone. Here's Dakota Thompson looking for some running room. He's out over the 25, close to the 28-yard line. Good return by Thompson.
I was going to say, if they're going to let him keep running it out of the end zone, let's do it. So
I don't know if they've changed that rule. I got to check into that because he was in the end zone.
We've missed the memo if it has. So
we missed
all year.
So after the kickoff, the Cherokees take over at their own 28-yard line. The good news is we do get the ball coming out in the second half.
Yep.
So here's a split situation now. 3 receivers to the right, kind of going back. You're going to roll Lawson out again, and they're going to hit Dakota Thompson with a pass. He's pushed out of bounds at the 40-yard line, but not before he gets another first down for the Cherokees.
Nice little just roll out and finds Thompson across the middle.
So first down and 10, 44 seconds to go. McMinn showing that they have all 3 timeouts on the scoreboard. Is that right?
Yep. By my count, they do.
So, I don't know, another play like that one right there, and all of a sudden you're getting yourself in a little bit of position here. The score would be so big at 24-0. 24-0. Now this time the receivers on the right-hand side are all grouped together. Low snap, picks it up. They're going to set up, I thought it was a screen, maybe not. It's complete to Sharp. Sharp breaks a tackle, makes some moves. He's going to have positive yardage. He got about 8 yards, 7 or 8 yards.
Stays in bounds, and now McMinn will take that first timeout.
Good call. 34 seconds to go. Kind of waiting. We'll keep it right here. Jared, I guess we can go ahead and look at a few scores if you.
Yeah, we'll look at. As you mentioned, the Maryville and Alcoa game. That's usually played towards the start of the year.
Yep.
But this year up at Maryville, Alcoa is trailing 9-14. Rebels in front right now, and then of course another big rivalry games down the road from us. Cleveland up 14-7 over Bradley Central. Cleveland started out that year really hot. They've on a 3-game slide right now, and Bradley, everybody knows they're really down compared to last year. So that one's a 1-score game at half.
I think I saw that Cleveland has not beat Bradley though in about 9 or 10 years. So they're trying to get it tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be big. So
that game's at Bradley.
Yeah, it is at Bradley. So, and you got Farragut blanking Hardin Valley at home right now. That's a region matchup, 17-0. Anderson County and Gibbs, that's a big matchup there. 6-1 Anderson County, Gibbs 8-0, and it's at Gibbs. Anderson County up 14-6 right now, late in the second quarter. So
Anderson
a lot
County,
of good games this weekend.
Anderson County ranked, I think, second or third in Class 4A. It's the only team that's beat this Panther team. That was the season opener. Got to make a quick decision here. It's to Goodner, who runs out of bounds. He's hit hard out of bounds, and now a late penalty as well. They might have termed that a personal foul.
That was, I mean, he was evidently going out of bounds, and if you're going to tackle him all the way to the ground after out of bounds, that's kind of
it's just
textbook
it was on the
personal
far side from us, but he was definitely just headed. He was close to the out of bounds area. Goodner was going to step out and stop the clock. Oh, and maybe they waved it off because personal
foul on both teams.
Both teams. Okay. Well,
offsetting. I ain't even gonna write that down.
Yep. Offsetting must have been after the play. So the ball's at the 45-yard line of Powell, though. And I guess Powell, maybe they're playing a little bit of prevent, but they're going to bring some pressure right here. First down and 10. Ball on the 45 of Powell. Low snap again. Lawson picks it up. Now he's rolling to his right. Can't find a receiver. Has to evade. Now he's going to run the football, and he's got some running room, and he's going to step out of bounds, although he took a hit over there too.
He made something into nothing right there.
Kind of a low hit too at the knee level, but it was in play, and he was a runner. Like to maybe see him get down over there or just take it out of bounds, fighting for that extra yardage.
Dakota Thompson had a good block out there for him as well.
And he broke a couple of tackles as when he was coming through this line. First down and 10. It's at the Powell 32, 17 and a half seconds, 2 timeouts to go. And under pressure again, he's got to roll to his left, now rolling to his right, still looking for a receiver. You have number 2 ranked Powell at Cherokee Stadium tonight. But then more importantly, really, you travel to Walker Valley next week and you'll be playing for a potential region championship. First, how's practice been this week getting ready for Powell? And I would imagine a little piece of everyone has to be looking ahead to Walker Valley the next week.
Honestly, my eyes are straight to Walker Valley. I mean, I don't want to lose this game, but Walker Valley is where it counts.
Yeah.
But back on the practice question, I think practice has been fine. I think that we're improving day to day, getting better, showing consistency, and I think that's what it takes just to get to that overall state of being the best we can be.
Yeah. Okay, let's leave football for a second and talk about some other experiences you've had. I know we talked a little bit before we started recording here tonight, but in addition to football, I guess you haven't had a lot of time to do much else here at McMinn County High School. Talk about how football, I mean, it can be a year-round thing here, can it?
It can, and it just depends on the way you take it.
Yeah.
I tried to put in some extra work over the season, try to get better and help my season go as my senior year.
Yeah.
And so that took up more time of my day. So I haven't really been able to do anything else.
Yeah, but those athletes that maybe they play maybe they play basketball, maybe they play baseball, so they get involved there. But even when that's happening, if you are just sold out to football, which is great, coaches will keep you busy all year, either conditioning, working out, or doing something. I guess. Yeah.
One way or another.
All right, so we're going to get into something that I find very interesting, and this is your part-time job. So I want to talk about this a little bit because I got a lot of questions. Right?
All right.
Okay, so first, you do some work for Bojangles. Let's talk about that first. Mr. Rick Mays down there. I know Rick really well.
Yes, sir.
Talk about what you typically do there. How much do you work there?
I only work weekends for now, so I can practice and everything. So I'm not trying to slow myself down during the day.
Okay.
So I can keep pace.
So you can just kind of do various jobs there, whatever they're needing.
Yeah, whatever I can.
Okay, and now the really interesting job.
Okay.
It's the second part that I've learned about you. You work part-time, I guess, for Dotson Funeral Home.
Yes, sir.
And that involves your going and picking up bodies.
Yes, the gross body.
How in the world did you get started into that?
My father was in it, and I just watched him do it. So it was something that never really bothered me.
So just a kind of a family thing there. Okay. And so I'm going to put you on the spot here. You've got to have some funny experience. Or any stories or any experiences that you can recall that were just kind of odd, or maybe when you first started, was it, I guess if you grew up in it, it didn't seem like such a big deal to me.
It really wasn't a big deal, but if I have to say anything was my favorite moment of doing it, it would probably be with my cousin Caleb. He called me one night. It was like 3 a.m. on like a Saturday night. He was like, "All right, you ready?" I was like, "What do you mean? What are you ready for?" He was like, "We gotta go. We gotta go to Chattanooga." I was like, "Oh Lord,
man." So, in your case, is this just I know I'm just keep asking. I've got lots of questions.
Okay.
But if you go pick up, is it a matter of, everything's prepared? It's just kind of they place I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
No,
they just place the body into your vehicle, or
it depends on where
you have to assist in that.
Yes, it depends on where it's located.
Okay.
And what happens in those stages.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, it's really interesting. I've never did a Cherokee chat or talked to any Cherokee that did that. But it's, I'm glad that you do. Somebody has to do that. Take care of families. It's a great thing, really, and it's even great to pursue on besides that. Well, Cayman, I know that you have a lot of support here on Friday nights. I know that includes a large family for you, and I'm sure some special friends too. But I like to give all of our Cherokee Chat guests an opportunity to call out those folks, maybe even by name, some of them. They're here to support you either on Friday nights or even during the week that offer their support for you. So who would you like to mention tonight?
I just want to say I want to give thank you to my family, coaching staff. Thank y'all for the 4 years. And everyone, even the fans in the stands that don't even know me for real. Thank y'all for showing up for even coming out to even watch us. And a special shout out to my mother. I love you. And thank you for the little special shirts.
All right. Very good. Well, I appreciate you joining us today on
sir.
Cherokee
Thank you
Chat.
for having
Hey man,
me.
just keep working, and we got a lot of football still to play.
I know I'm excited.
I'm excited.
I'm excited for the football. I'm not excited for senior night yet.
Yeah, I got you. All right, you've been listening to Cherokee Chat with senior defensive back Kamen Brown, part of our Midway Milkshake halftime report. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with first half statistics and scores from around the region. You're listening to Cherokee Football on 101.7 FM WJSQ and 1450 AM WLAR. Back in 60 seconds.
At Midway Milkshake, we believe that every day is a great day for a milkshake. We offer a variety of sweet treats, including milkshakes and desserts, such as banana splits, sundaes, hot fudge cakes, and strawberry shortcakes. But if you're looking for something a little bit more on the savory side, we've got you covered too. Our menu offers hamburgers, hot dogs, pizza, a variety of sandwiches, and more. Just make sure that when you're done with your delicious meal, you stop by Muggsy's Car Wash, located directly behind Midway. Muggsy's is the only high bay car wash in Tennessee. This means we can offer washes for any car that needs a good old cleaning, whether that be a Sprinter van, F-250, Corvette, or anything in between. Just make sure you come see us on Highway 30 in Athens at Midway Milkshake and Muggsy's Car Wash.
Stop by Midway Milkshake at 2220 Highway 30 East Athens. Open daily from 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. Follow Midway Milkshake on.
Back at Cherokee Stadium. Halftime score, Powell 24, McMinn County 0. I want to take some time right here just to thank all of our sponsors for McMinn County football for 2024. I want to mention Star Regional Medical Center, All Things Exterior, United Primary Care, Old National Bank, Hawassi Builder Supply, Madison Avenue Pharmacy, Plaza Electronics and Appliances, Tennessee Wesleyan University, Athens Insurance, Companion Funeral Home, and Simmons Bank. The Ray's Body Shop brings you our Coach's Bench show before each game. Halftime sponsor, Midway Milkshake, and, of course, the Locker Room show with Coach Bo Cagle coming up after the game, and that's brought to you by Southland Finance. Jared, let's take a look at some scores. You've been busy there looking around the area.
One of interest to the Powell fans is Knox West at Knox Halls. And West is up 14-13 in the third quarter. So that's a
tight game there.
That's very tight and can play into it because Powell still has to play Knox West next week, and that could be a region championship if West holds on to that one as well. Maryville and Alcoa, it doesn't matter what division they're in.
Yeah.
Alcoa had made a comeback and had taken the lead, I think 16-14. But now Maryville's back on top 17-16 in the third quarter. Sweetwater up right now at half over Polk County looking for their second win of the season, but it's only 7-6. McMinn Central, it's still first quarter on the line, but 12-6 Chargers in front of Tellico Plains on the road. Meigs County blanking Brainerd 36-0, so that'll be a rolling clock in the second half there. Campbell County is another opponent that we could see potentially. In the playoffs, they're trailing Morristown East at home 13-12 right now in the fourth quarter. A battle of the winless teams. East Ridge blanking Sequoia right now 34-0. So always interesting to see the undefeated, but then also the ones looking for the first win.
Yeah.
Oak Ridge 17-0 over Lenore City in the fourth quarter. Carnes up over Clinton at home 15-6 at the half. And let's see, Loudon 28-7 over Signal Mountain. East Hamilton getting beat at home against Sevier County, who made the trip down to Ottawa area, 26-0. Sevier County in front of East Hamilton. No score for Howard and Chattanooga Central. No score as well for Ottawa, who's hosting Coffee County. Tyner and Ray County tied up at 10 apiece at halftime. Tyner has given a bunch of people a hard time this year playing. Well, that one's at Ray County, but nonetheless, it's tied up 10-10. So Ray County have got them before they welcome East Hamilton to town next week. So
we're going to be big time Ray County fans next week.
Yeah.
We need those guys to take care of East Hamilton. Terry, let's go ahead and let's work through the statistics, guys. And when we're finished, Jared, let's talk about playoff scenarios.
We'll talk about it.
We got Powell with 96 yards rushing first half on 18 carries, 116 yards in the air on 9 completions for 212 yards. Penalized 7 times, 55 yards. Individually, Deuce Rogers, 6 carries for -6. Connor Wheeler, 10 for 82. Fabi Niwa, 2 for 20. Deuce Rogers is 9 of 14 with 1 interception, 116 yards. Connor Wheeler, again, is the leading receiver with 2 receptions at 51 yards. For our Cherokees, 40 yards rushing on 9 carries, averaging 4.4 yards a carry. 58 yards in the air on 8 receptions for 98 yards first half. Penalized 6 times, 47 yards. Dakota Thompson, 2 carries, 32 yards. Luke Lawson, 1 for 14. Shakarian Dyer, 1 for 0. Jacob Sharp, 5 for -6. Luke Lawson's 8 of 16 in the air with 1 interception, 58 yards. Dakota Thompson, 3 catches, 8 yards. Jacob Sharp, 2 for 30. Marshall Goodner, 2 for 17. Nathan Kiesler, 1 for 3.
Well, not too pretty there in the first half for the Cherokees. We'll hope that we can get that switched around here in the second half. And Cherokees, when we come back to play, the Cherokees will be getting the ball first. So, Jared, I don't know that I've ever went into Week 10 with such a crazy playoff picture for McMinn.
Yeah.
Now, as I understand it, and you can explain it, we have an opportunity to be the champs. We could finish second. We could finish third, and we could finish fourth.
You're exactly right. Any of the 4 options, it just depends on who takes care of business and where. And so, obviously, for McMinn County, ultimately, it's to win next week, and then you've got that first or second place finish in the region because you're going to need some help, obviously. But that's the big thing. If you can beat Walker Valley, and like you all said, you're going to be Ray County fans next week. So when you're wearing your black and gold, throw a little green somewhere in the mix, I guess, if you want to, because if McMinn beats Walker Valley and Ray County beats East Hamilton, McMinn would be the 1 seed, Ray County would go 2 seed, Walker Valley drops to the 3rd, and East Hamilton to the 4th.
I mean, East Hamilton can go from champ to 4th seed.
4th place, just by losing.
Just like we are in that situation.
So one of the interesting ones, and I've talked to a few people around pregame tonight, and I cannot find anything. I may have overlooked it, but with Ray County not making up that game at Howard, here is kind of the crazy kicker of all this.
I was wondering how that was going to play out.
To me, looking at it, I would think if Ray County not making up that game at Howard against Howard, and neither team, now Alcoa is making up a game on Monday night.
Okay.
So the 28th. So you could still get it in, but Ray County and Howard not playing, Ray County would only have 3 victories if they win next week. And so the weird scenario would be Walker Valley beats McMinn, Ray County beats East Hamilton, and I think Ray County gets second because they do not have that extra win that Walker Valley has.
That puts Walker at 4-1 versus 3-1, even though
they beat them head to head.
That is so interesting.
That's just the Jared Wright scenario philosophy. I have not vented that through TSSAA sites or anything, but that would be huge for them. And so Ray County fans are going to be frustrated. They're probably pulling for McMinn County.
Sure.
Because either way, they're going to be in no picture do I have that Ray County could be a region champion because of that game that they did not make up.
Yeah.
So they would rather host as well. So they're looking for McMinn to win and them to win as well, I think. So,
well, the bottom line, we got to take care of our own business. And if we do, we're either first or second. We want that championship, but we really, really want a home game in that first round.
Yeah. And there's like a list of tiebreakers they have, but after the head-to-heads and you figure out some of this, you really don't ever get into it. But some of that is who has the most wins overall, whose teams did you play that have won 500. And I will tell you, McMinn and Ray County, I think I have it all somewhere on my computer, they play the most teams that have winning records. So when you talk about the hard schedules, you're not getting the wins, but that tiebreaker is actually, it's up there. But that extra one of the teams that have won 50% of their games is big. So
I just have this scenario in my head of playing a home game here versus Carnes or Clinton.
Oh, please.
Versus versus our loading up and heading to Oak Ridge.
Yeah,
Which
that
could
would
very
be-
well happen.
that very well. And even on that other side, I mean, that there's a lot that could play into that. And the way the bracket is this year, McMinn would get to keep hosting.
Yeah.
So this is like it was 2 years ago. If you
That's
win the
nice.
region, you would get to keep hosting because it's the bottom team hosting in the bracket this
And
year.
if anybody wonders when we would, if and when we could see this Powell team again,
it would be
be at least the third round.
Third round, yes.
So
Correct.
they are now they made the switch from Region 3 to Region 2 in 5A. That took
Yes.
them out of that head-to-head with Region 4, at least for the first couple of rounds. So
Yeah, and the top of that is Lenoir City and Oak Ridge, who are playing right now, and Oak Ridge is beating Lenoir City 17-0. So Oak Ridge is well on their way to
They're
taking
gonna
that, and then they would have Carnes next week, or they would have Campbell County next week, who is winless. So
Powell, it's taken at the 5-yard line by Jacob Sharp, and he's not going to be able to get to the 20. It was good coverage by Powell there. But they're Cherokee.
Go ahead. I was going to say, after some touchbacks, McMinn's been able to return at least the last 3 kicks.
We know he can kick it out of the end zone if he wants to. They might be trying some things on their end. I don't know. But nonetheless, the Cherokees are going to take over 1st and 10 to start the third quarter here. They're trailing. It's 24-0. Powell in the first half. Let's see if McMinn County can get it turned around. They started at their own 18-yard line. Here's a quick pitch to Sharp on the left-hand side. He needs a block and some room. He's going to push forward for a couple of yards up close to the 20-yard line, I believe.
And that works, I think, a lot better of them trying to get to the outside.
Yeah.
And he's fallen forward for several positive yards versus getting hit as soon as the line of scrimmage and then pushed back.
Yeah, everything that we've tried to run up the middle just hasn't been successful. So 2nd down and 8 from the 20. Lawson started to call the play. Now looks over to the sideline. They're changing it. They're reading the defense from what happens is they look at it from up top, on top of the press box, the coaching staff, and they're in concert and in conversation with those coaches on the sideline. Here is Lawson sprinting to his left, throws it, but it's low, and it's going to be incomplete, intended for Dakota Thompson.
That's a tough throw on the run, and Thompson kind of had to slide to try to catch it, but there's still opportunity here.
It's probably been about 50-50, I guess, as I think back through, but they roll him out about half the time, and he's went straight back to pass, maybe leaning towards rolling out more. 3 receivers to the right-hand side. It's 3rd down and 8. Cherokees desperately need to pick up a 1st down, keep a drive going right here. Waiting for the snap.
Very patient offensively, which
and that time straight back to pass. It's going to be picked off over the middle. And that is number 11 that's finally taken down there. Let's see who got it. Yep, Brody Hollowell. And he's going to return it inside the 25-yard line. He's just a little bit overthrown, I think, of the receiver that was breaking over the middle.
Trying to get it to Cam Miller on that little route from the tight end position, and just a overthrow.
Yep, and they were in perfect position back there at their safety position. So they're going to have this ball inside the 25, and they'll take it at the McMinn 23-yard line. They've had good field position all night long. So still got Deuce Rogers into the game. They still got Wheeler back there. Here's a snap, straight back to pass. And here's that screen pass again. They've got blockers in front of him. He's inside the 10. He's going to walk in, I believe, into the end zone, and he was in there. That screen pass is very effective.
I was about to say that screen pass could do some damage in the playoff run that they're going to hope to have, because Rogers, just as big as he is, they're trying to rush him, and then he can just dump it over the head of the defensive line. And, and Wheeler, as small as he is, gets lost, and
he gets lost behind those big linemen, and they had a brigade out there, it looked like, and no defensive players around, and he scoots into the end zone. So here's Stooksbury out. This is going to put this game into the mercy rule, by the way. And here's the kick. It's up, and it's good. 10:41 to go here in the third quarter. Powell leads it 31-0. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Ready to take your career to the next level? At Tennessee Wesleyan University in Athens, our degree completion programs are designed with your busy life in mind. Whether you're balancing work, family, or both, our online classes make it possible to finish your degree on your terms. Degrees are offered in business, criminal justice, and nursing. Join a Tennessee Wesleyan family that's dedicated to your success with personalized support to help you every step of the way. Visit tnwesleyan.edu to learn more.
Athens Insurance, we're here for you. When you call, we'll be there. There's nothing that we can't do. With integrity and excellence, we will see you through. There's nothing too hard for us to handle, nothing that we can't do. At Athens Insurance, we'll be here for you.
Athens Insurance, serving East Tennessee since 1931.
Back at Cherokee Stadium, 10:41 to go in the third quarter. Powell scores on their first possession of the game after an interception by Hollowell on the first play. They run a little screen pass to Wheeler, and it goes for 23 yards and a touchdown. It's 31-0, so that puts this game into a running clock mercy rule. So here is the kick, and this one's going to be taken, and that time they blow it dead. It was maybe you have to be, I don't know. He was a yard deep into the end zone.
Tarzan White had called it just like Jacob Sharp had earlier, or Dakota Thompson both, and that one they waved dead. So
Tarzan was ready to roll, I can tell you that.
That's so crazy. But
so
I'm telling you, that screen pass from Powell, we were talking about it during commercial break, it's just impressive. And it's one of those you hate to see it when it's against your team because it's so hard to stop because you're going all out trying to get to the quarterback, and then you understand why you were able to get back to him. It's because they let you by so the running back could get there.
Low snap, Lawson now looking for a receiver. He finds Goodner over the middle. He's up over the 30. He's running across the field to the 35, out of bounds at about the 40. So a nice play right there. It's going to pick up 20 yards.
Just found him wide open, middle of the field. Just a little.
It seems like those two guys really work well together.
I agree, and I keep looking forward to the future because even after this year, both of them being sophomores, it's going to be special.
So again, a running clock with the score 31-0. Lawson back in the backfield with Sharp, who's back there. Goodner's at the near side here. He's become a favorite target. Here's Thompson going in motion. They throw it quickly out to Thompson. Needs some blocking and can't get it. He's going to be thrown down. Oh, not yet. Still trying to take 5 of them to get him down.
My goodness.
Yeah, that was Wheeler-esque there. He keep comparing those two guys, and he would not go down. Took about 5 Panthers to finally throw him down. And it's going to be a pickup of a couple of yards. We'll call it the 42-yard line.
I think several players stopped for a second because they thought they're going to blow it dead any second now, and there was no whistle. They just kept
waiting to comment on the play, and it just wouldn't end. So he just kept fighting his way.
Dakota Thompson just playing until he hears that whistle. Good play.
2 receivers split out to the left side, and Lawson's going to roll against the grain here. It's caught by Dakota Thompson. Breaks the tackle inside the 30, down the sideline, inside the 20, pushed out of bounds.
He had a little play like Marshall Goodner did last week. Dipped it up to himself and able to secure it. And a huge play right there for Dakota Thompson.
That time, Lawson, too, a nice throw in that he was rolling to his left side. He had to throw back over his body, and it was just slightly overthrown, but Dakota Thompson makes a great play. The ball is going to be resting on the 18-yard line. The Powell 18.
I was going to say, really,
1st and 10.
Best position they've been in.
Rolling him out again. He's got Jacob Sharp sitting there. Now he's going to run with the football. Slides down, and there was a little bit of a hit there.
He went diving after him.
Yep.
I mean, that's
usually called right there. There was a little contact, but no call. Luke Lawson slid down as he was going to the ground. A Powell player dove in. And he didn't make solid contact, but there was some contact there. No flag.
1st and goal
at the 7-yard line. 7:14 to go. Clock is running, but we've got an opportunity if we can score to go back out of the mercy rule continuous clock. So we'll see here. Now they're definitely rolling out Luke Lawson a lot. Jacob Sharp in the backfield. Now Dakota Thompson comes in motion. They're going to hand it to Thompson. He's going to sweep. He's going up the middle. He's close to the end zone at the 1 yard line.
Good little jet sweep there as he comes from the slot. And Dakota, he cut that up the middle of the field all on his own. I mean, the blocking was designed to keep going out, but Thompson, a good little hard run.
McMinn County on the line of scrimmage quickly. Again, second down, goal to goal at the 1 yard line. And there's movement on the right-hand side. That's going to cost the Cherokees 5 yards.
Well,
so too many of those. That's something that you've got to clean up by next week.
Yeah, especially going on the road down to Walker Valley. You got to play mistake-free football next week.
Well, this opens up the field a little bit for the Cherokees, however. Maybe takes a certain run out of play here, and you're going to pass it. They toss it back to Sharp, and he's going to be tackled again, I think, behind the line of scrimmage, this time back to the 8 yard line, so a loss of 2 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and 8, 3rd and goal from the 8 yard line.
And that right there, as soon as he turned around to see where he was headed, the defender was right there. If he could have gotten a second quicker, he might have been able to cut it to the middle, but
Thompson was out there trying to block that guy, just couldn't get the job done out there on the edge, and that's a tough block. Low snap again. Seen a lot of that. Here's a screen over the middle to Sharp. It's complete. He's going to try to get into the end zone. He cannot do it, and he took some hits right there. So now the ball is back down to the 2 yard line. Boy, that was completed in traffic, though.
Yeah, they had a defender jump and try to swat the pass down. Luckily, it didn't happen. So McMinn, of course, 4 down territory with a running clock, you're going to go for it.
Peanut Dyer coming into the game, Sharp coming out. And I think they're going to go for it here. Do you think they call a timeout? They're not getting in any hurry. 15 seconds left on the play clock. So 4th and goal from the 2 yard line. Cherokee's trying to put it in. And there was a false start. Peanut Dyer takes the handoff, rolls to the left side into the end zone, but before that, there is another false start, I believe.
Legal shift. That's why they let it keep going. So I was sitting there thinking, why don't you blow it dead?
Yeah. So that's going to be back it up 5 yards. I think you're going to see a field goal right here. They're looking around. Maybe not. I don't. Offense is still on the field. They're going to back this up 5 yards. It's going to be back at the 7 yard line. And again, way too many penalties.
Offense is staying out there.
They're staying out there. I thought they might kick the field goal just to get it back under that mercy rule. Play a little more football, but they're going to try to score it from the 7 yard line. They've got to put the ball up in the air here, I believe.
Yeah, they're bringing
rolls to the right, looking for a receiver, overthrows Dakota Thompson. It's incomplete. So it's going to be a turnover on downs, and the Panthers are going to take over at their own 7 yard line.
Well, now the defense has an opportunity to maybe pin them back a little bit here.
So lots of lost items. I hear them announcing a phone has been found in the stadium. We'll have 40 people run up here for the phone. I know the key was lost, and it was turned in up here.
And they always stop by the radio booth. I don't know why. We get 2 guys with headsets on talking, and they want to stop and talk to us. Never makes sense.
Deuce Rogers in at quarterback. Here's a quick throw to the outside. It's complete. That's number 7, Dezion Jackson. And he's slow to get up. He got spun around there a little bit. Stays down for a second. I think they're going to tend to him.
That's the only time the clock will stop is score or extra point tries, timeouts, and injuries.
So it does stop momentarily. The ball's moved up to the 12 yard line. The pickup of 5 on the play. The injured player is walking off the field. So they're going to
Gage Hester was the Cherokee come up and make that stop. Powell, that's really, I mean, it's been screen passes and curl routes. That's what they've ran constantly with their offense outside of Wheeler, just out of the backfield. So
Wheeler, is it because the quarterback's so big that Wheeler looks so small back there?
Maybe it is.
But he is very elusive. He's going to fight forward, and he's going to be close to another first down. He got the carry there again.
Wheeler on the carry, by Miller.
We must take note of the custom motor coaches that are across the way. Powell brings two. I thought there was a country music star here tonight or something, but they have two big, beautiful buses sitting just outside the stadium.
That is not the premier buses you see UT using, but they're nice, sleek looking over there.
Yeah, they are. Clock down to 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Again, it's a running clock. It was enough for the first down. The ball is at the 18-yard line. Rogers will roll to his right now. He's going to pitch to Wheeler at the last second. Wheeler's going to have positive yardage, but steps out of bounds. Probably has 4 or 5.
Hester
on the
coming
tackle.
up. Yep, once again. I thought he was about to step over Hester and keep running. I mean, the way he's broken off some runs already, I wouldn't be surprised.
And they didn't take him down even that time. He just stepped out of bounds. Ball's at the 23-yard line. So it's going to be a second down and 5. And now we have Niowa into the game at running back. So Wheeler will get a little break here. Clock at 1 minute and 30 in the third quarter. Here is a fake handoff. Rogers looking to scramble. He throws it to the right-hand side. It's incomplete. It's going to bring up a third down and 5.
I think that was a busted play.
Yeah, that looked odd.
I think Neal came in and Rogers was expecting him to take the handoff, and he went to go block or something, and Rogers just kind of quickly
it was an air fake handoff. It just stuck it out there. Nobody came by to get it.
Had a couple of those in flag football this year.
Hey, you got a big championship game coming up.
I do.
You know who we play.
Yes, it's going to be the Wright versus the Patrick Baker
Speaking
family.
of the big flag football championship coming up, here's my daughter.
Monday night.
No. And here's a handoff. That's going to be
Neal again.
Yeah,
Wow.
Neal again breaks a tackle, and he's going to have enough for the first down.
Just had a big spin move right there at the line of scrimmage and just kind of powers his way through to the first down.
Yep, they're going to mark it right at the Powell 30-yard line, and that should be the last play of the third quarter.
Yeah, I don't think
Powell's. they're going to walk it off. So that's going to do it for the third quarter. At the end of 3, it's been all Powell tonight. Powell 31, McMinn County nothing. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Companion Funeral Home of Athens is proud to announce the opening of Hiawassee Memorial Gardens. Our beautiful cemetery features options for traditional casket burial, as well as in-ground and above-ground cremation burial options. Just as our funeral home has been committed to offering dignified services at realistic prices, our new cemetery offers a beautiful final resting place for your loved one that won't break the bank. Plots and full burial packages are available now and can be purchased outright or set up with a new or existing pre-need. Learn more at HiawasseeMemorialGardens.com.
Simmons Bank is proud to be part of our communities. I'm Shane Whaley, Regional President of our East Tennessee market. Simmons believes that healthy, vibrant communities don't just happen on their own. They happen when people make investments in each other, because we accomplish more together than we do alone. For more than 100 years, Simmons has worked hard to help make customers' dreams come true, like buying a home, starting a business, or managing money safely and securely. Visit us today. Simmons Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back at Cherokee Stadium for the fourth quarter, it's Powell 31, McMinn nothing. Let's talk about this flag football championship again, Jared. You are the head coach of what team?
The 6U Colts.
The 6U Colts.
Yeah. And it is not coaching. It is pure talent that was drafted. So I guess you could say we were up on the draft. But yeah, well, your grandson
he's going to be up against
playing for the 49ers. So we'll see how it goes. 49ers
and Colts. Here's a pass to the left-hand side that's complete. Breaks a tackle. Man, they break a lot of tackles, don't they? Up to the 35-yard line. And that was number 1, Jonte Dunn on the catch and run.
There's flags that came flying in from the back judge here, and thrown in there. Out. Well, it was laying about the 45-yard line, and I think they've moved it. They're backing it up against Powell.
Yep. And here come the cheerleaders throwing plastic football up into the stands, and that gets some excitement in the stands. They haven't had much to cheer about tonight.
No,
it's been a great season, but not so much tonight.
And that's one thing you hope, you go to Walker Valley next week and you get that win, you get to come back again and try to, play a playoff game here at home. And those mean a lot getting to do it at home, especially for the senior class.
They stepped it back 5 yards. It's first down and 15 now. Here's a handoff. We're getting some different players in there that we're beginning to see. That's Abu Kiefer, who's running the football. Here's a flag that comes in late, and these are things that we just cannot have.
No, especially on that going towards the Powell sideline.
Yeah, you don't want to get into anything over there. So I hope they get that broken up. And we haven't had much of that going on. Of course, it's many people know last year at Powell there were some issues, and there were personal fouls, and there were some ejected players, and it wasn't pretty. No. And I think both coaches and in all transparency, I know both of these coaches. I've got some experience with both of them, and they're both fiery competitors. I mean, that's the bottom line. They're both fiery competitors, and teams take on those personalities. But they have, I think, both as well have cautioned their team this week. Hey, next week's when it counts for both teams, because Powell's going to play West for a region championship likely, and we've got a shot at one next week. So I think both these coaches have cautioned their team to watch that extracurricular activity. Yes. For the most part tonight, we haven't seen much of it.
Yeah, I agree. And that one right there, it looked like a little offsetting personal fouls, and now McMinn's going to take a timeout, but they're just going to,
Yep, they are going to take the timeout. Let's take a look at some scores while we're waiting. We'll keep it right here.
Talking about that Knox West game, them and West and Hall's tied up at 21 all in the fourth quarter, so Hall's trying to upset that. Alcoa beats Maryville for Maryville's first loss 24-17 on the road. So, wow. And Alcoa is one of those teams that's changing classification. They're going from 3A to 4A, which a lot of people you hear around East Tennessee make them play in 6A with Maryville, but they're moving up one, although the 4A teams aren't going to like that too much.
Yep.
Let's see. Heritage and Knox Central. Heritage need to win that one to get in the playoffs for their region, and they're trailing 35-10 against Central Bobcats. Anderson County up 28-6 still over Gibbs in the third quarter. Cleveland holds on to beat Bradley 14-13.
Wow.
So Cleveland ends the 3-game slide, and Bradley plays them a lot closer than a lot of people thought probably. But like you said, I think it's first time in almost
a decade.
Yeah, a decade of playing that Cleveland has beat Bradley,
which is a long run in that series, yes. And both those teams have had good teams over that span. So a little surprising Cleveland had not beat them.
Oak Ridge holds on to beat Lenore City 17-7. Carnes and Clinton still says halftime 15-6. And I'll try this. Sevier County wins 29-0 at East Hamilton. And Ray County and Tyner still at half.
Second down and 14 for the Panthers. They complete a quick pass. It's thrown out. Now there's flags coming down again. And that's just two guys over there, one the tackler and one the runner, both giving everything they had, but probably took it out of bounds as well. So there's also a flag came from the back judge back here in the middle of the field. So I don't know what we'll have going this time.
I think it's going to be a late hit on McMinn or unnecessary roughness, tackling further out of bounds. Just unfortunate, but you're exactly right. Same flag came flying in. So I wonder if that one's a hold.
Yep, from back in the back. So that's interesting.
These referees are trying to figure this out, and their clock is still running, by the way, for this.
I see a lot of players from Powell and McMinn. I mean, they're just talking it out, and they're not.
Yeah.
It's friendly conversations down there,
right.
and respect, I believe, from what I see. It's just that when that whistle blows, man, you go hard, and you have some issues like we've seen. So we're waiting for the call on this. Meanwhile, the clock continues to run even during this penalty. So there's
pass interference on the offense.
Yeah. And then a dead ball, personal foul
against McMinn.
Against McMinn. So I guess they'll step off.
He held up.
They'll step off both, I think, won't they?
At least one ref's trying to step it off from the original line of scrimmage.
McMinn's will have to be stepped off.
So they're going to step off the pass interference from the original line of scrimmage.
And then they'll come back 15 this way. Ooh. I never understood why they didn't just do the math and step 5 the other way. But
hey, it's their catwalk right here. They get to walk up and down.
Their steps in on their Fitbit. Apple
get
Watches.
paid by the yard. So all that, and I think
it's right where it was. It's at the 26-yard line again, and we lost about 2 minutes. Okay, 2nd down and 14 from the 26. Well, it's Groundhog Day.
Yeah. Wonder after he set that down, did he think, man, I was just here. I should have just stayed here.
31-0, Powell over McMinn County. You can tell that here in the booth. 7 minutes and 14 seconds to go in this football game. And now Powell's going to take a timeout. Let's keep it right here if we can, Jared. And let's talk about this game. Obviously has gotten away from McMinn County. We knew it would be a tough game coming in. Things didn't go our way early that might have made this more of a football game, but I really feel like at some point when we saw it getting away, Coach Cagle is not going to show anything that might help him next week.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly right. It's one of those when you hear people talk about it earlier in the season and you don't want to play all your cards or put everything on film. That still happens late in the season because as you've worked through stuff at practice or put some wrinkles of some stuff in some other games, you're trying to still keep that in the back of your pocket for the end of the season. And so I think they've kind of been a little generic. We have seen the rollout option with Luke Lawson tonight a little bit. And I think that's a credit to the Powell defensive front that they are getting some pressure. And so McMinn's going to just try to roll him out and give him some time to throw. And he's been fairly accurate. I mean, there's been an interception or two, but he's been fairly accurate on being able to pull it down and make a run. So we'll see. I mean, obviously everything is geared towards next week with Walker Valley and Powell's in that same boat. Both of these teams, as we've said over and over, they're playing for next week and just not to get anything out of control here.
Here is a handoff, actually a fumble. It's picked up by Caden Melton, who's running the other way with it. He's inside the 20-yard line.
There you go.
The ball just bounced down on the ground, and it bounced up into Caden Melton's hands. Well, I would love to see him just take that to the house.
Same here.
Okay, so after the fumble, a little bit of excitement pumped into this crowd here at Cherokee Stadium. Nice job there. But, hey, he was back there where he needed to be in order to make that recovery in the backfield really quickly.
The 18, it looks like.
Yep, they're going to mark it right there at the 18-yard line. That's where McMinn takes over after the turnover.
And that's a credit to Caden Melton and this defense still playing.
Yep.
I mean, they're not stopping. Matter of the score on the scoreboard, and that's McMinn County football for you.
Rolls to the right, looking for a receiver. Now he finds, it's dropped over the middle there. That was Goodner, I believe, over the middle. The throw was low. He tried to bring it in, just bobbled it for a second, could not bring it in for a completion. Incomplete pass. And that's something, now you can see that's something they're doing. They roll him to the right, but Goodner's doing something, then cutting across the field, because we've seen that 2 or 3 times now. It's a planned play, I believe. Here's Tarzan White in there, but they're going to flank him off to the right-hand side.
Kind of an in route instead of a post or a slant that Goodner's ran. So,
and he's going to roll to his right again, looking for a receiver. He's got it complete, and it's going to be to Dakota Thompson. He steps out of bounds, but he's inside the 5-yard line. 5:18 to go here in the fourth quarter. And McMinn trying to get on the scoreboard. Let's see what they have planned here. Actually, it's going to be marked at the 5.
Yeah,
looking at the it is the 5. Right?
Yep.
It's at the 5-yard line. Scoreboard says 10.
Tarzan in the backfield.
First and goal at the 5. Let's see if Tarzan gets a carry here. Here's the snap. They do give to Tarzan straight up the middle. He fights through. Is he in? He is.
Yes.
Tarzan White goes in from 5 yards out for the touchdown. And finally, 4:41 to go in the fourth quarter. McMinn County is on the board. That was a power run right there.
Just a hard little run. I know we've talked about it. It's been a little while since we've seen him in the backfield, but that right there was a good sign to see for a senior that has battled through a lot to even be back on the field.
Really fitting finish there. His last regular season home game anyway on senior night. So here comes the extra point. It's down. The kick is up, and it is good. That's Gideon Upton, also a senior, getting to kick the extra point. So 4:41 to go here in the fourth quarter. It's Powell 31, McMinn 7. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Baseball games, backyard potlucks, a blanket under the stars. This is life. But life can also be sudden illness or injury. Star Regional Medical Center is here for those moments in life when all you want to do is get back to the things that matter most. With expertise, technology, and compassion, we offer services that help welcome your newest family members into the world, mend bones, and heal hearts. To learn more about how we can help you live your healthiest life, visit starregional.com.
Did you know that All Things Exterior is your one-stop shop for energy-efficient metal roofing, vinyl siding, windows, doors, decking, gutters, and more? Basically, if it involves the exterior of your home, we can help. Hi, I'm Buffy Jones. For nearly 20 years, Micah and I have been honored to help with your construction and home improvement projects. Whether you need 1 sheet of metal or 100, we appreciate your business. We offer quick turnaround, competitive pricing, and professional installation. Come see us at 723 Congress Parkway South in Athens. All Things Exterior, your one-stop shop.
Back at Cherokee Stadium, McMinn County finally on the board with 4:41 to go in this football game. Powell leads at 31-7. And here is Gideon Upton ready for the kickoff. And it goes end over end. It's going to be into the end zone. He touched it at about the 2-yard line, and then it went into the end zone. But I guess they're saying that he never had possession of it, so the momentum carried it into the end zone. So they'll get it at the 20-yard line.
Score of interest update. McMinn Central up over Tellico on the road 22-6 with about, says 5 minutes left. So
very good.
And, of course, with McMinn scoring right there, the clock no longer in the mercy rolls.
So we'll play the complete 4:41 here. Some of these seniors out there getting their final go for it here at home. Again, we could have a playoff game here, so it may not be their final play here at Cherokee Stadium. We hope it's not. Here's Rogers in the backfield. He passes out to the right-hand side, breaks a tackle, breaks another one. He's across the middle of the field, up to the 40, to the 45. He's up over the inside the 40, the 30. He's inside the 20. He's going to be chased down by Brewster. Still running, actually, and now pushed out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Making that catch was Jonte Dunn, and again, broke several tackles, making his way through the middle of the field.
I will applaud Powell because the way they run after the catch has been a huge difference in this ball game. McMinn and Powell, they both caught some playmakers with the ball in open field, but the way Powell has been able to, yards after catch have been very impressive.
So inside the 5, that makes that a 76-yard pass play. Well, that'll pump up the stats too.
Yep. They're going to – they kept running the clock because they said he got tackled inbounds, technically, the far judge did.
After they moved the chains, they started the clock again. And should Powell score, it'll run again. Here's a handoff right up the middle for a touchdown score.
It's Kiefer.
Yep, Abu Kiefer, straight up the middle, hardly touched there. And so that's going to put Powell back on top again, and again back over 30 points. So that's going to put it right back into the mercy rule, but only 3:47 to go here in the game. 37-7 now. Powell over McMinn County. Let's see, we got a different kicker coming into the game for Powell. They're going to give someone else a shot here, and that's Caleb Lanius coming in for the attempt. He looks more like a kicker. And it's up and it's good. So 3:47 to go in this football game. It's Powell 38, McMinn County 7. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Hey, sports fans, this is United Primary Care, your locally owned full-service medical clinic. We have some awesome news for you. We are now accepting TennCare patients at all 3 of our clinics. Walk-in and same-day appointments are now available in Madisonville, Etowah, and Athens.
UPC provides all your healthcare needs, including x-rays, labs, diabetic management, physicals, and so much more. We're on Facebook or UnitedPrimaryCareTN.com. When you think healthcare, think UPC.
Can something be old and new at the same time? Because Old National Bank has finally arrived in Athens and McMinn counties. What's old is their 190-year tradition of strength and stability. What's new are innovative new down payment assistance and affordable mortgage programs. What's old is a strong tradition of personal service. What's new are cash bonuses for just opening accounts. By working hard to earn your business, hopefully Athens and McMinn counties will be singing praises of Old National Bank, where relationships and results matter. Get old. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Tarzan White back to receive this kick. Dakota Thompson's back there as well.
I think they'll get an attempt to run this one back because it's
can't see who's on the far side. That might be Lincoln Watson back there. I can't tell that number on the far side. Yep. So, yep, they moved up. Even the return man moved up about 10 yards. So they're standing on about the 10. So we may get a return here.
Tarzan White to the house would be nice right
That
here.
would be sweet. And here it's going to be taken by Lincoln Watson. He's going to come towards the middle of the field. Still on his feet. He's a good runner. Yep. Up over the 30-yard line. I got an incy-bincy spider keeps dropping down over here on me.
You just keep it over there on that side.
I've been swatting it 2 or 3 times. All right. McMinn County's going to have it at the 31-yard line.
It's a running clock.
So Tarzan White comes into the game in the backfield. Dakota Thompson's back there. Yeah, Thompson's going to go out, flanked out on the right-hand side now. This is probably going to be, well, they might still throw the football right here. Lawson waiting for the snap. Lots of low snaps tonight. Here's a pass complete. Not sure who that is over there.
Marshall Goodner.
Goodner. A short gain, maybe a yard or 2. And we're going to give him 1.
Got him right at the line of scrimmage, and he could just get forward just a little bit.
To the 32-yard line.
And I agree with you. There's been several snaps that have been low tonight, and something they'll have to work on during practice this week.
It just seems like he's always leaning down to get the snap tonight. Here's another completed pass to Goodner on the far side. More of a gain this time, 7 or 8 yards. Clock running. It's at 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the game. It will not stop unless there's a timeout or injury or a score. Ball at the 38-yard line. It was a pickup of 6. Third down and 3 for the Cherokees. 3 receivers to the left-hand side, 1 to the right. May see them put it up in the air here. Yep. Over to Dakota Thompson. Needs a block. Did break a tackle and still on his feet, but he can't get to that first down territory. And they're going to say he's down. Powell comes up with the football, but they're going to call him down on the 40-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and 1. So got to pick up this first down to keep this drive around alive. 1:30 to go in the football game. Again, Powell 38, McMinn County 7. Going to his right, looks over the middle, now finds a receiver. He's open. Down to the 35-yard line, pushed out of bounds. And, man, I thought that would be a flag. His was a step out of bounds.
That's what it was very clear he was going out of bounds, and they did not call that one.
Drew Bottoms on the catch there. Lawson had plenty of time. I mean, he was just waiting to see what receiver he was going to hit there. So there is a timeout called by McMinn now with 1 minute and 8 seconds. So McMinn trying to put another score on the scoreboard.
And this right here, yeah, the game's obviously to Powell, but McMinn working to make sure that the drought they've had this game is not going to carry over to next week. So,
yeah,
still want to keep that confidence that they can move the ball here. And especially Walker Valley, it's not something we talk about. They're on an off week. So, there's very likely they could be here scouting somewhere, watching film at home. But it's an off week for them. So, McMinn's going to be battle-tested and ready to play next week. Do have to shout out, of course, we won't be here for Halloween week, but student section, I think, dressed up a little bit, and the managers down there, the hydration specialist, dressed up as the Chipmunks, Alvin, Theodore, and Simon down there.
I did notice that earlier. I'm glad you made mention of that. Here's Lawson, straight back to pass. He's looking down the field, and it's going to be caught by Thompson, and he's inbounds.
Lawson took a shot, too, after the pass.
No call.
No call there.
Well, it's going to be enough for the first down for sure. It's inside the 10-yard line. The clock is still running. They're going to mark it. They're saying at the 10-yard line. It looks like it. Let's call it the 9. Back to pass. Lawson looking for a receiver. He's got plenty of time, but now he has to scramble. Could run the football. Gets it inside the 5-yard line to the 3-yard line. 30 seconds to go. And let's see if McMinn's going to use a timeout, and they do. The clock finally stops.
Good heads-up play right there, and that's something, I mean, it's a running clock and it's running, but here you are in a late-game scenario. Gives you some experience if you're needing to do this next week or in the playoffs of kind of running down, trying to score at the very end of a game. So,
clock running out on you.
Situational football.
Not a bad idea for sure.
But we definitely need a lot of Cherokee fans to be there in the stands and just put your ear pods in and listen to us. But
15-minute drive. Yeah, we need to show up big at that stadium. Walker Valley's going to show up big. I can assure you. We need to get a little revenge from that loss from last year.
What I was thinking.
First time they had ever beat us in the history of the schools. So it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line. McMinn showing one more timeout left.
Yep.
So they've got a couple of plays here. They could run the football here if they choose to.
Look at how much space is between Goodner and the rest of anybody. He's got one defender on him.
Taking a look at the blocking schemes here. They're going to hand off to Tarzan White, who's going to go busting into the end zone, and it's another touchdown for Tarzan White. And how fitting, 22 scores, and there's 22 seconds to go in this football game.
There you go.
3-yard touchdown run for Tarzan White.
Little call right there. I mean, Powell stacking the box, but McMinn stays with the run, puts it in the end zone.
This time Trapp's coming in for the extra point. Complimented those two guys before the game. What a great job they've done working together on this kicking game this year. And this kick is up and it's good. This time by Trapp. 22 seconds to go. It's a 38-14 game. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Courage, unity, service, accountability. Together, we deliver the right products with the best service and value across every channel and community we serve. Our goal is to provide our customers with the broadest selection of products and the best services, the most competitive prices. With the power of our employees' collective collaboration and their ability to deliver exceptional results each and every time, our organization is unstoppable. Hiwassee Builder Supply, Athens, Tennessee.
Plaza Electronics and Appliances, locally owned for over 34 years, has one of the largest selections of appliances featuring brands such as GE, Whirlpool, Maytag, LG, Speed Queen, Thermador, Wolf, and Sub-Zero. Need new kitchen appliances? Check out Plaza Electronics and Appliances. Plaza offers free local delivery and setup. 12 months, same as cash, and they service what they sell. Visit them at 1609 Congress Parkway South, Athens. Online at plazaelectronicsandappliances.com.
Back at Cherokee Stadium, 22 seconds to go in this one. It's Powell 38, McMinn County 14. Got just enough time maybe for one more play. Gideon Upton getting things ready for kickoff.
I'd expect Powell just come out and take a knee after this.
Surely would think so.
Kickoff.
So just about time to set 100% of our attention to Walker Valley.
Yeah.
Here's the kick. And it's a little bit of a onside. He kicked it about 20 yards. Uh-oh, it could backfire. They've got it running down the sideline. He's inside the 40-yard line, and the clock is running, and now they stop it with 11 seconds to go. It wasn't a full-blown onside kick, but they didn't kick it deep.
It wasn't a pooch kick, as they used to call, or squib kick. It was kind of just
like
too long.
over the first line of defense there, but it was kicked just a little bit too long. The Cherokees couldn't run down there and get it. Almost backfired on them.
I think you're going to see Roger just come out to take the knee, and
certainly would think that they would be getting in victory position, into a victory formation here, and they are. So this is going to be the last play of the game. And Powell's going to take this thing home 38-14. Jared, I think a clean played game. I mean, things could have gone better for the Cherokees, but now they can focus 100% of their attention to a possible region championship next week.
That's 100% the good part of it. The penalty side of it, got to clean that up. But altogether, nobody in trouble, no injuries per se. So obviously, we hope to get Alex Powers back, and because the punting game has been so huge for McMinn this year to go with that defense. But it kind of the outcome that a lot of people expected probably with how good Powell has been all year. As Coach said, I think he said in the coach's bench 35 points a game. They've scored over that each time. So
that will wrap things up here. The Southland Finance Locker Room Show is coming up. Coach Bo Cagle will be up here. We'll talk about this Powell game a little, but I think we'll turn our focus to Walker Valley more so. The final score here at Cherokee Stadium, Powell wins it 38, McMinn County 14. We're going to take a 3-minute break, and we'll be back with the Southland Finance Locker Room Show.
We're here for you. When you call, we'll be there. There's nothing that we can't do. With integrity and excellence, we'll see you through. There's nothing too hard for us to handle, nothing that we can't do. And I'm the sure we'll be here for you.
Athens Insurance, serving East Tennessee since 1931.
Ready to take your career to the next level? At Tennessee Wesleyan University in Athens, our degree completion programs are designed with your busy life in mind. Whether you're balancing work, family, or both, our online classes make it possible to finish your degree on your terms. Degrees are offered in business, criminal justice, and nursing. Join a Tennessee Wesleyan family that's dedicated to your success with personalized support to help you every step of the way. Visit tnwesleyan.edu to learn more.
No one likes thinking about their own funeral, but did you know planning ahead can potentially save you thousands of dollars? Just like other industries, inflation and rising costs can affect the cost of funerals. But when you pre-plan at Companion Funeral Home of Athens, we lock you into our current pricing. Pre-planning is the best way to make sure your final wishes are honored and your family doesn't overpay for your funeral or cremation. For a free, no-obligation consultation, call us at 423-453-2302. Or stop by 400 South White Street. Visit us online at companionfunerals.com.
Simmons Bank is proud to be part of our communities. I'm Shane Whaley, Regional President of our East Tennessee market. Simmons believes that healthy, vibrant communities don't just happen on their own. They happen when people make investments in each other, because we accomplish more together than we do alone. For more than 100 years, Simmons has worked hard to help make customers' dreams come true, like buying a home, starting a business, or managing money safely and securely. Visit us today. Simmons Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Baseball fields, backyard soccer. Whatever your passion, Star Regional Medical Center is here to keep you in the game. Our orthopedic team treats patients for tears, strains, and sprains using today's therapeutic technology to keep you moving. It's our goal to help you be your personal best. Star Regional Medical Center, sports medicine to help you live your healthiest life. Visit us online, starregional.com.
Did you know that All Things Exterior has the largest selection of vinyl siding and metal roofing in this area? Hi, I'm Buffy Jones, inviting you to stop by and see how we can help with your construction or home improvement project. Our prices are competitive and no job is too big or small. Many colors are available within 1 to 2 business days. Micah and I have nearly 20 years of experience, so we know the industry. And we have professional installers who can get the job done right. We're located at 723 Congress Parkway South in Athens. All Things Exterior, your one-stop shop for vinyl siding, roofing, and more.
WJSQ WLAR's post-game coverage continues with the Locker Room Show, brought to you each week after the game by Southland Finance.